beginning, just to warn everybody, because we have to deal with the elephant in. Oh, hey, hello, internet friends. Speaking of weird tones, hello, internet friends. Thank you so much. Welcome to Quests and Chaos. Thank you so much for spending part of your geekend with us. I'm just going to say it right out. You can notice we are diminished. We are down a Dane. Unfortunately, this is a good reminder that we all are very lucky in that we can spend our Saturdays having fun and burning 3 hours of the evening to enjoy this game. And not everybody has that privilege. And unfortunately, Tom, who is a huge part of everything that we have done here, has real life responsibilities that are going to keep him from finishing out this game. Tom will not be able to join us anymore on Saturdays, and it's a bummer. But all you can do is keep going forward. Everything's fine. It's just he has a conflict on Saturdays that cannot be that he can't get rid of. It's like I said, it's a good reminder that we are all parents, we are all partners, we are all we all have jobs. There are things that sometimes take precedence, and real life always takes precedence. Tom is an old friend of mine. This is not the last time that I will sit at a table, virtual or otherwise, and play games with him. And I have a feeling, knowing Tom as I do, this is not the last time that we will all sit at a table, virtual or otherwise, and play games with Tom. He remains a huge part of the story that we've told. And frankly, he was also instrumental in the decisions that we made for the stories that we're going to tell, ironically enough. So he and his characters will live on, and really he's going to live on, let's be clear.
God, I hope so.
But unfortunately he will not be joining us on Saturdays. So that out of the way, we have just a few quick announcements to go through. I want to thank everybody at the top for your support of this channel. It means so much. We are heading into the end of just a great year for Quests and Chaos. We reached 3,000 YouTube subscribers. We've just hit milestones left, right, and center that mean so much, mainly to Thomas and Amy for their for actually being able to keep the lights on and do this stuff, but really to all of us, because this is we're all part of this wacky little family having fun, and your support lets us do this normally in an awesome studio where there's great lighting and I'm not out of focus for half the time, but we take what we can get. So all too well the ways that you can support this channel. You can subscribe on Twitch, you can subscribe on YouTube. We so appreciate it. Your bits make a huge difference for the players, and they make Amy do math, and really that's the most important part here.
You don't even want to know. I just called Thomas. I was like, I just screwed up my computer. I don't know what's happening. Come in here. He's like,
you have to you do the bits in an Excel spread. Is there a formula? What is it? You can also buy stuff from Nord Games using our code, which somebody's putting in the chat now because I never remembered. I think it's chaotic, but I'm not 100%
chaotic
sure.
20, I believe.
Chaotic 20. You get a discount. We get a few shekels on the side. Everybody wins. And you can also join our Patreon. And spoiler alert, I'm gonna put this out of the universe, which is gonna have to happen. In December, our Patreon members are going to get a special Christmas card from Quests and Chaos. They're going to get it early before anybody else does. And even with my involvement, it could be worth it. That's all. I think less said about it, the better. That will be the first of what are going to be all sorts of new Patreon perks. Thomas is that guy at the meme from the chalkboard with all the weird math stuff on it, as he's like
Charlie.
He has a name?
Oh yeah, from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, there you go.
Charlie And the Pepe Sylvia conspiracy.
Sylvia.
I'll
Oh
just
yeah.
drop it there.
Of course, you've seen this. Is
Wow.
this the guy who's slapping the red string board?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. But
He made
that's
work.
as Thomas is thinking of all sorts of Patreon incentives, and also he's re-examining how bits work and how bits impact the games and things like that. And he's sent out a couple surveys because we always want feedback from you, the community, about how this works and about how things are going. You know, it's always good to check in on long-term relationships. Stop giving them bits.
Is that time? Was that the official call out for bits?
Well, hold on. I have to do the calendar.
Okay.
You know, we've got a full week of quests, even with Thanksgiving, which, by the way, please stay home. Please don't go don't go be around 20 people. Be safe. Stay home. The sooner that we can all get through this, the sooner we can all be back in the studio playing games together. But Monday, Dragon of Icespire Peak. I didn't notice until they pointed it out in the newsletter or the announcement about James doing that charity thing today. But James apparently only GMs things that have to do with winter. So he's
hilarious to me because, as far as I know, he's a California boy.
Yeah. He's not a big fan. We have to find. I'm trying to think of like an old school D&D module that had to do with winter that he can cover. But Monday, Dragon of Icespire Peak. I'm on record. I love James. I think he's a great GM. I have fun watching that, and some people you might recognize, are playing in that game.
He covered us with poo.
To be fair, he didn't cover us with poo. He left the poo there and made us cover ourselves in it.
Is that better or worse?
Worse, and I love it.
It's your fault then. It's not his fault.
I don't think it is.
And I'm given to understand, I haven't seen the last episode, but I'm given to understand that there was some violence towards muffins, which I am 100% on board with. Kill those sad cupcakes. Tuesday, the Chaos Agents continue their rumble through the through Thomas's fevered high school journal entries about the world of Mage Haven. This is like this is all the world building that he did back then finally coming to fruition. And then Saturday, it's our double header. In the morning, the other winter one, the name of which I'm forgetting, Rime of the Frost Maiden. That's what it is. Rime of the Frost Maiden, James and Tossie. And honestly, James and Tossie together is just always good. Like anytime you get those two together, wacky things are happening.
You have to join the Discord for that, because there's like Tossie says something that he thinks is hilarious and then makes the subtext joke in the chat. I was like, yeah, we kind of all got it. Like, we got the subtext here. You didn't have to point it out. Like, you didn't have to do that's what she said in the chat after you made the joke.
I'm just impressed with how Tossie, because like, I'm not a smart man. I can barely keep track of the chat and still actually run a game, much less actually play and try and be in the moment and all that stuff. But he's like all over it. He's like interacting with people in the chat as he's playing. I think he's actually like streaming his own camera of himself playing as he should do that on his channel.
That would be cool.
The second screen experience. He can like turn and do like takes on this side.
Behind the scenes, BTS.
Tossie, that idea is yours, free. So first Rime of the Frost Maiden, and then we are back here, the Great Dane Society, with one of the last episodes of this year. It's getting down to it. So let's watch Amy do math.
Ooh, good. Best part of my day. Also, worst part of my day. Where shall I start? Let's congratulate J. Matthews 85 on his new job. Let's not congratulate Ezra for getting bits out of that experience, though. So we have 2,500 bits. There's math, blah, blah, blah.
That's 5. That's 5 bits.
I'm sorry, 25,000. 2,500 bits.
2,500 is 5.
Carry the 7.
Inspiration.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we each get 1.
Hey,
It's
cool.
a good thing. It's a good thing you married well, because woof, man.
Yeah.
So four of them go to the players and one to the DM.
That's
No.
how I'm assuming math works. I
No,
don't
wait,
know.
no, they all go to me.
No, they don't.
Yeah, he
said
gave
that?
2,500, and he's giving me one for each player.
Oh no.
Well, then the math is wrong because there's only 4 players.
Oh,
Well, he might not have caught up with the announcements when he was doing it.
Oh yeah.
Can I protest that?
Yes.
25.
anywhere.
I'm gonna, and I quote, 2,500 to Ezra, one for each player. Do with them what you will.
See, I'm going to quote this my own way, and this is how
I'm
this is
gonna quote this.
English language for you. Hold, please.
I'm not sure that like pre-comments can be titles of episodes, but
They
that's
can.
pretty good.
As long as it's on stream, it
as long as
counts.
it's on stream, yeah.
2,500 bits,
To Ezra. we're-
Ezra,
let's see.
comma, one for each player.
Ezra, one for each player. Yeah, there you go. That works.
I enjoyed the Shatner line reading, but
Oh man, now you know. I don't know how I get through the world. I really don't.
With as much chaos and alcohol as possible.
Yeah, don't tell the police. Okay, so
What?
we had 4.
I believe he also threw the players a little something after all of your, frankly, kind of, performative whining.
Of course we whine. It's part
Yep,
of
we
the
do.
it's part of the bit.
Oh no, that was Tamago Tora.
Yeah,
And
so Tamago
somebody
Tora-
else.
Tamago Tora, I'm going to put all of it together. So Tamago Tora gave 500 to burn something down. Don't worry, I got you, bro. And then 500 to the lowest sand. So actually, who is that? That's not me. Somebody
Anymore.
else.
That might be Emma.
I'm
Really?
at
Not
44.
it.
I'm at 44.
I'm at 52.
Everyone looks at
Joan?
Joan.
No, I got a bunch back. I'm at 51.
What?
Oh my god, it is Emma.
44 is the lowest? What the hell am I doing? Jesus.
Well,
Running,
I mean,
running the game long enough and letting us do skill checks that we're good at.
here's the thing.
Why'd you allow a therapist into this group?
I
That's
did.
true.
In chat, Jay Matthews said there were 5 players when I donated.
Fair
Things
point.
move fast around here.
Gotta keep running. You never know what might be catching you up. Very Pratchett reference for y'all.
Okay, so then Squirrel, thank
There
you
you
very
go.
much. You're our favorite Twitch user.
You said you were going to stop that.
We love you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
You're the best.
And then- Yep, our favorite. And then Squirrel, 500 for players past and present. So I'm taking it.
Yeah.
It.
Wait, wasn't that Squeal?
Squeal, sorry.
You just said squirrel twice.
Thank you, Squeal.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
thank
thank you
you.
so much.
All right, I think that's it. Because then I accidentally fat fingered my computer. Everything went white. It's all good.
Well, if
But-
there's more than Tamago Tora, Squeal, and Squirrel, we want to know about it. Unless it's for Ezra, in which case we don't want to know.
Don't tell me.
I want to know.
Oh yeah, I likely story still had some on the books. Man.
What are you complaining about? You have more than you usually do.
Yes.
Yeah, so thank you, everybody.
Yeah, that is awesome. Thank you all so much. It means a ton.
It really does.
And I also always want to shout out my favorite Twitch user, our patron, the Baroness. And it occurs to me, I forgot to mention the official dice of the Great Dane Society,
Ooh, where are they?
Birds of Paradise.
Oh.
They must be mentioned. We've got to get the Birds of Paradise out there.
I was gonna say Ezra with his pretender birds of paradise over there. I got the
No, these are real. These are Birds of
I
Paradise.
got these two.
These are
I
the
got-
Sonoran
I know,
Arizona
I know.
Sunset or whatever they are. Tequila
Sunrise.
I'm giving you crap because I have the prototypes of the actual birds of paradise.
I have many sets of Birds of Paradise coming my way thanks to the Kickstarter.
Same.
Yep.
All right, so there you go. We are in Japan, and I want to. You had a plan. You were meeting Stanford the next day with a scheme to poison him. You are in a different house. than you were. You were moved there. So last episode, Japan, things went tragically awry. Carl Stanford showed up in the house that some of you were staying in, others of you were not. And he made you an offer. He suggested all of these. He would give many of you gifts to go away. I've tried it. It doesn't work. And that's what the bits are for, really. They just keep hoping we'll go away, and we never do. They're like, maybe if we keep giving. They decided they were going to try another bout of poisoning, as Dr. Hollister realized that he still had a fair amount of the materials needed to poison someone. And they also, we got Alexandra knives, and we got Emma a katana. She has a mighty sword. And you met with Flint and started to probably nail down the help of the Japanese military. But one other thing we need to mention, Jay Matthews also gave away gift subs to trigger a sub giveaway.
Cool.
At the very beginning. Subplosion.
Subsplosion.
That sounds like a convention you should not go to.
Seriously.
Especially if it's a bit.
Or like a bad disaster movie.
Yes.
Like Richard Crenna. Subplosion. So thank you so much for the subscriptions. I don't remember what happens. Is a subscription giveaway a Nord Games deck? Is that?
I don't know. You'd have to
Gale Force 9 or
something.
We'll find out.
Hashtag Chaos the Break, and you'll get something. Who knows what? You know what? It's another copy of the Call of Cthulhu coloring book. I will throw out another copy of the PDF copy.
Where's that from?
RPG, drive-through RPG.
Okay.
Yeah.
And PDF means that anyone in the world can win that.
That's true. It is open to our friends in Canada, even Quebec.
We'll let you slide this time.
Wouldn't be surprised if there was some sort of law actually preventing it. We're just not aware.
Because attachments don't go to Quebec.
Yeah. They know what they did.
They're all they only if they're in French. Unfortunately, the knives Alexandra got were not her usual. They were actual knives, not daggers.
Yeah.
Which is, she's going to get used to that. But we also found out that Alexandra did not remember anything that happened from the time that she died until she was reconstituted in Africa, birthed anew out of Hypatia Masters.
Didn't even remember that part. I don't remember anything until I woke up in Tokyo.
That's true. You were out the whole time.
Best you don't remember coming out of that lady.
Yeah, that's true.
Lady.
I mean, there's trauma both directions. I remember dying or remember being born. There's trauma in all directions there.
Yeah, that's it. Trauma in all directions. I like that. That's a good one.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Yep, that's a good one.
So, we're going to start. It's the night of June 24th, I believe.
Where are we at?
June 24th.
Yeah, we came into June 24th.
Yeah, so it's the all during the day of June 24th, you dealt with stuff, you dealt with getting knives, and you dealt with setting up the
day of early years.
Nick is clicking.
Whoa, Nick.
Go away. I'm gonna be gone forever.
Nope,
sorry.
There you are.
Oh, we've already lost one. We can't lose another.
On the plus side, we're back to an all-female cast. On the minus side, there's only 3 of them. We do what we can. You're going to spend the 24th prepping the poison plan, whatever it may be, we'll find out, and that sort of thing. The morning of the 25th, Alexandra, you wake up, and because you are always aware of everything around you, you realize that there's no one in bed with you.
sit up, like.
And there is a note on the pillow.
Okay.
And for the benefit of our listeners, your inner monologue takes voice.
All right. I will sit up in bed and pick up the letter and open it. I recognize the handwriting immediately, I'm sure.
Madam Lynn's.
Her handwriting's much nicer. Imagine even in ape form, her handwriting's much nicer. Alexandria, I am sorry that I couldn't do this. I am a coward, perhaps. I tried to find the words in person, but I couldn't. I really don't care about Stanford and which country gets his bomb. We stopped the incursion, found out about the Carlisle expedition, stopped them all. My obligation to Jackson Elias is done. When I got you back, I knew that I couldn't see you die again, watch you throw yourself into harm again and again. And that's a problem that I don't know how to solve. There's something about Africa I didn't tell you. When we spoke to the wise man, he told me this, that I loved you more than you loved me, and that it bothered me. It's true. I know you'll deny it, but it's true. You love the mission. You'll throw yourself into danger without a thought. You'll give your life for these people, Emma and the rest of them, also without a thought. Me? I care fuck all about that. I care about you. And that gets in the way of the mission. What I wanted to ask you last night was this. I wanted to ask you to run away with me, to give it all up. And I didn't ask because I knew what the answer would be, but either answer would be a problem for you. So how can I ask you to choose? So this is the way it needs to be. I'm going. You know where to find me. I've written it down on the back of this note. When you feel like your mission is done, when your heart tells you that it's time, I'll be there. However long it takes, I will wait for you. I hope that you'll forgive me. I hope that you'll understand. I hope that I will see you again someday. I love you, Donald.
I want to thank Tom for his last contribution to our game. That was as good a way as you can write off a character without ending a world as anybody can do. And so you have that note, and on the back is the address of that little cottage on the coast that he received from old Bundari. And Donald has left almost all of his belongings here.
Did he take the rifle with him?
Of course he took the rifle. It's no violin, but it'll have to do.
Yeah, I just sort of sit on the edge of the bed, just reading over the letter 4, 5, 6 times, just trying to make sense of it all, trying to reconcile, I guess. And finally, I stand up and fold up the letter carefully and slip it into my pocket, and just cold. Because if I let myself think too much about it, I'm going to break things. So I'll step out into the main area and look for Emma.
Yeah, everybody is gathering for breakfast.
Yeah, come and sit down. Immediately pick up. I don't know if there's coffee here, but I'm drinking whatever caffeinated beverage is around.
There's plenty of
ask
tea.
How good the coffee is in Japan at this time.
Yeah. It's mostly tea.
Yeah, I'll pick up a cup of tea and just nod to everyone.
If you were at the U.S. Embassy, the coffee would be better.
Well,
Hollister's enjoying coffee and a donut right now.
are we all gathered now, or is it just me and Emma right now?
I thought we all went because after the poison, we all agreed to go to the same.
That's right. Yeah, you're all at the same house. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's not enjoying a coffee and a donut right now. Poor bastard.
Nope.
Sacrifices I make.
We appreciate them.
You're still gonna pour milk in it though, just to see if it makes it better.
If it's green tea, no.
Cream. I'm gonna pour cream in it.
Okay.
Sugar and cream.
In green tea? Are you mad?
It's not that bad.
I look at it and try it a little bit, and I'm like,
Needs bourbon.
yeah, it does. It needs a little shot of something.
Irish
So,
green tea.
doctor, how are we poisoning Stanford again? How is this supposed to work?
Got a canister.
Wait, do we need to wait for Donald to come out? So we can all talk about it.
Yeah,
Father.
sure. I mean, we can wait. I mean, what's taking?
bother.
I mean, where is he?
He's gone.
What?
with the poison?
You mean, or to get more ammunition?
He left.
He left, like what?
Like goodbye left?
Like disappearing and showing up at some little cottage in Ireland, apparently.
The cottage got him.
The cottage got him.
I was like, that is possible, Joan. I mean, we've been to England.
It was a delayed reaction that made that even better.
Sounds like we've got a plane to catch. Or not? What?
Or it's the return of Baba Yaga.
Ooh.
So he just left. He just took his stuff and left.
Well, he left most of his stuff here. Took the rifle, but most of the other guns are still here.
Dang. We need him. We needed him.
Yeah.
He was, sorry, don't mean to be insensitive, but he was barely keeping it together.
Really?
During your.
Oh, if it wasn't for Alexandria being around, he would have snapped a long time ago.
That makes sense.
Do you talk about all of us like this in front of each other?
Not to my knowledge.
I'm just saying we shouldn't go after him.
We're not. No. We can't. We should not. He's a grown-ass man. A grown-ass selfish bastard man right now.
Yeah. Oh, God, I wish you could have waited till we were done. We were almost done. We're almost done, right? We've almost got the capstone. We've almost got everything done.
As far as he's concerned, he is done. He has done what he said he would do for Jackson Elias. Tracked down the Carlisle expedition, stopped what the ritual is going to be. As far as he's concerned, he's done. And apparently he couldn't watch me throw myself into this again and again. So here we are. And a part of me is very tempted to go after him and prove him wrong. And the rest knows. The rest
isn't
knows.
for everybody.
The rest of me knows that there's more at stake. There's so fucking much more at stake than all of. God damn it.
I'm so sorry. I'm glad we can count on you though, because we need to finish. We need to finish. And I appreciate it that this is hard.
I keep losing the things that I care about, and I'm really fucking sick of it. But we're going to finish this. We're going to see this through. And then I'm going to go and disappear. Because I've had enough of losing things. And I'm not going to let the one person that I've loved in this world disappear. If there's any way that I can help it. But when this is over, and who knows, we might not survive this. It might not be a question at all. And if so, I'm very fucking angry at him for not at least having the courage to say goodbye in person. I'm sorry.
No, please. Holly, talk to her. I don't know what to say.
It is distinctly un-English of me to be so very emotional. And yet, we've been through a lot together, us four. I'm going to see this through to the end. I'm not going anywhere.
We'll be there for you. We'll be there for you too.
Thank you. And I'm going to try to not let stupid emotions get in the way of all of this, because we have a job to do. We have a Stanford to poison.
There you go. There. Now we have something to focus on. So.
Oh, don't look at me like that, Hollister.
No, I'm sorry.
All right. So let's get back to the plans. What are we going to do?
So Stanford had said that he would return sometime today. Now, who needs to roll dice? You were at a different house when he was around, so you're not sure how that's going to work out.
Yeah.
Oh, are we not intentionally going back to the same place as before?
Oh, you totally could.
He found us there before. I have absolutely no doubt that he will find us here again.
Well,
The protections are set up here.
Yeah, here
Protections are still here.
Here, all of the spells are still active, so he might not be able to find you.
Yeah, so we might want to go back to the original place and wait for him there.
All right.
And it's basically just like the poison is just like putting out a fire. He's the fire. Spray him with the poison.
Like what you did with Scary Betty.
Yep. Oh, it's a little different. It'll come out as liquid and then evaporate. If you splash any around you, hold your breath and move back.
I suppose that does beg the question. Donald was going to be the one doing it. I imagine I'm the one stepping up into this.
Good.
He left his guns behind, most of them, not the rifle. His security blanket of sorts. But the rest of the guns are still there. So try not to shoot me in the back. But they're there to be used.
Yeah, I'm not that good with a handgun.
Honestly,
I've already
me neither.
got one, so.
I've got a sword.
How are you?
Emma probably draws the sword every time she says
Yes, I've got a sword.
I've got a sword.
Is the Spectre sword of Akmala still?
Oh no, that has been gone since Africa.
Oh.
Since it was left in Nitocris for the second time.
Lady's got my sword again.
Yeah.
So during the day, you're gonna meet with Flint again and start trying to figure out what your plan is in terms of Grey Dragon Island, because the Japanese military is going to need some lead time in terms of, what day are you thinking of they should be there? Let me pull up my calendar here so that I can look at it, because you want, I should really just have the cool printout one that Julie made.
Yes, with the crosses on it and everything. So we are going to the next full moon.
The next full moon is July
Okay.
6th.
6th.
But I believe some of you were planning on going to the island early, or you guys were maybe going to do some reconnaissance or something.
Yeah. That's what we wanted to do.
I mean, are we just worrying about today right now? See how this goes?
Well, we have to give them a heads up about when we want to be there.
We don't know if this will work yet, though, and that's going to if we take out Stanford here and now, it changes everything. If we don't,
Well, I mean, it'll change whether or not Stanford is there. Who knows what other creations are there besides the Karasiri and the flesh tank, and gods only know if he's managed to make a flesh destroyer.
if
There will
Stanford
still
has been taken out, I think we can be much more confident on moving on the island almost immediately.
So then do we wait until after today?
Well, so if you, in your, Flint will tell you that like acting almost immediately for a naval squadron would be around the beginning of July.
Yeah.
Right.
To get everything set and to get like enough soldiers and ships ready to go in the way that they want to do this. Especially, he's not even sure about the aircraft carrier.
So do we tell them that we want to get there like on the 3rd or 4th?
We don't know yet.
Well, we have to.
No, we can't know until we see how this plan goes.
But we'll know after today. So we can get things running today, and if everything goes terribly wrong, we still they'll know to call it off. And if everything goes terribly right, we still will not be able to get there before the 1st.
If they start mobilizing right now, you're going to get them to burn through resources. Getting them to mobilize again afterwards is going to be slower and more difficult.
So they think in terms of event horizons, and like when they need to ramp stuff up. And so essentially within the next 3 days is their kind of, we need to know by then to be able to get stuff ready.
We'll know in less than 12 hours, right?
So I think that we can wait until tomorrow morning at the latest to tell them.
Tara.
Do you want Flint there when you poison Stanford?
Of.
Let me find the other character sheet.
Who would count as killing Flint if he gets poisoned?
Oh, that's tricky. If Flint is handling the poison and he screws up, then that wouldn't count.
If he's handling the poison, then that would count as suicide and it wouldn't work.
Yeah, it'd have to go to someone.
Or would it be the person who made the poison?
No, that's like throwing a microwave in the bathtub and saying whoever invented the microwave is now a gorilla.
Or shooting off a bomb and being like the person who created the bomb was the one who'll actually do it.
I mean, here's the thing. This is a monkey's paw. It wants to move around. So this curse looks for loopholes.
No, it doesn't. I spoke to the last gorillas and they desperately tried to get this to move around.
And they clearly didn't have access to poison. That was
yeah, you kind of do want Flint to poison him. Like your dex is all well and good, but he has one.
Yeah.
My dex is great. Your con is better.
No, his dex is better too.
I mean, fair.
Yeah.
But mine's as good as a human's can be. Almost.
Right.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. No, that sounds great. I think it's great.
Flint can just grab him and just shove it in his mouth if he's like being uncompliant.
Just pump
Take
it down
that,
his
little
throat.
man.
Where did my mustache go? Oh,
Just do this. Just role play it like this the whole time.
Sad stash.
where'd it go? Why? No.
It should be right there, dude.
It should be right. He just leaves it right
Got
at
a
it.
hunting knife, but I don't have his mustache.
Why do you? Never mind.
What?
I
I guess
butter.
Flint,
It's for
Flint
butter,
can't be there then.
obviously.
Without the mustache, there is no Flint.
Oh,
No.
Draw one on
All
your
right,
finger and Sharpie, man.
Yes, great. As we're doing this,
It's just good radio.
yes, we'll just having
As
fun
things are
fumbling around.
crashing in Nick's house.
Yes.
I really wanted to be like throwing stuff over his shoulder.
Watch a rubber chicken go flying.
Well, honestly,
Yes.
the knife is for getting the mustache off of the sticky stuff.
Ah, there you
Be
go.
careful not
You
to
make
stab
me
myself.
so nervous when you handle knives like that.
Always point them towards your face, kids. And also, don't listen to me ever. Is it? Should I do up? Hold on. I have to see.
Oh,
how,
it's evil Flint.
Evil.
oh, then it's just like that, right? Oh,
It's evil French Flint.
Ooh la la.
get this. Ooh,
La la.
that's Flinty.
That's Flinty. That's Flinty enough. He had
So-
a do-over before we saw him.
Jay Matthews brings up a great point. What if Stanford kills Flint before he's poisoned?
Oh.
He turns into a gorilla that gets poisoned.
And then
But
one of
can't-
us will have to kill him.
Can gorillas do magic?
Yes.
I mean, Madam Lin was doing stuff.
The magic user Ho Feng. Ho Feng was using
Yeah.
magic as a
Yep.
Yeah.
gorilla.
So
Didn't go
yeah,
well for him.
that's a
He's not
good
shooting
point, Jay
jet
Matthews.
beams as a
I really
gorilla.
hate that you brought that up.
Oh.
What?
Thank you for bringing that up, Jay Matthews. I hate it.
Yes.
Or to borrow Lindsay Ellis thing, which I've been watching a lot of lately. Thanks. I hate it.
All right. So, yeah. What is your So you're going to go back to the non-protected house.
I think that's a poor idea. I think
think
we
it's
should just
terrible.
put like a spiritual beacon out the front door. Like, we are here. I don't know how to do that, Joan. You probably know how.
But can he come in if it's
Well, that's what I'm saying. You just pop out of the force field. You pop back in. Exactly. Well, I'm out. I'm in. I'm out. I'm in.
It is
Remember
unclear
that?
to you whether the protection is just he can't find you or whether it is not be able to enter.
Yeah, we don't
Well,
know.
and that's the thing. If he can't enter, we can't get the poison to him.
Right.
So we're
No.
taking a risk if we stay where we are.
You just put the nozzle out the force field and just do this.
Why
And
can't
then
we?
poison most of Tokyo.
I mean, why
A
can't?
small.
Why don't we ask?
Hold on,
Why
I'm
don't we
Paul
ask
Sherlock.
our host what exactly the range of the protections are? This is clearly something that they've perfected over however long.
Right. Yeah.
Not if you
if I
remember
start-
their dialogue from last time.
No, I
You two
don't.
were
It's been
there.
a long
They
week.
didn't. They were like, oh, maybe we're not that good at that. They don't know. That's why the reasons they're so desperate for the.
That's why they want Joan to come and
Yep.
talk to them, because
Mhm.
all of this is like folklore to them.
Right.
Okay.
And folklore is notoriously poor in terms of user manuals.
And so I'm going to tell everybody right now, since it brought up with the magic stuff, is that I have my books and things like that. They're away, but I am going to help them do
With
this
el-
because
with elder signs.
yes, we need to have the safety signs with them. And it might be cool if they actually did the capstone ritual for their own land instead of us.
Great Dragon Island isn't really theirs.
Yeah, that's China.
Great Dragon Island doesn't really belong to anyone, does it?
Well, it's
The international waters.
international.
Well, then I mean,
I could have an island.
I love it. That's where Emma went with that.
This
Okay.
gets better and better. First off, I'm sleeping on 2 mattresses. Now
Yeah.
I can have an island.
Your own island. Oh man.
Island of Emma.
And that is where the cult of Emma lives.
It's
That's
just
what-
on fire all the
All the
time.
time. There's
Just a
This is a
real
volcanic
fire
island, right? If it's got a volcano, it's perfect for Emma.
Perfect.
so anyway, I just had that brilliant idea because they really want to know about this stuff. And so if I could give them just enough.
Well, but the capstone ritual is very specific.
They can still extract more knowledge from it potentially.
I mean, possibly, but we need to get the capstone
Oh,
or
yeah.
have one made.
Yep. That's
we
fine.
might-
We can do that.
I'm
We
trying
might
to
have-
remember, Ezra. I think I once upon a time, back in weeks ago, I thought that I made a intelligence roll to be able to replicate at least what it looks like. I don't remember though.
Yeah, you can. I mean, you've got a rough sketch of the jade idol of the bloated woman.
So, I mean, here's the thing. If we clear that island, or if we deal with Stanford, or both, we have time to experiment. And maybe we don't need to go to Shanghai and deal with Madame Lin to get the damned statue. That would be preferable.
That would be awesome.
She's China's problem.
Boy, ain't she. And if that's the case, then if we can clear the island, and I mean, if it doesn't work on the full moon, we'll know. I think I wasn't there for that for the last one.
I mean,
I wasn't there for the last one. I don't remember how it went.
It hasn't yet.
It didn't
Because it's
have
not the
like
full moon yet.
there was no like magical like light shield or anything. Really, the only impact that anyone noticed was it made you sick to be near it, so you had to get far away.
Yeah. Well, and I got far away in the first place because I was like, I'm in the body of Nitocris. I might have literal evil.
No might.
Yeah, I am literal evil. I need to be like 2 miles away to make sure this works.
And even then, I think you were. Oh, you don't remember this, but you were feeling the pain.
Yeah.
Was I?
Well, but the point is that should we let somebody else do it?
I have no objections.
It extracted a huge cost from you, didn't it?
Yes. A lot of
What
different
happens if-
costs.
What happens though if this person screws it up?
Try again next month.
I mean, and that's exactly it. If we're able to clear the island and keep it cleared, we have time.
Yes.
We have until January. It's only June.
Yes, we have exactly 203 days left until the end of the world as we know it.
You just
That
have
makes
like
me
a
think
running,
of Star Blazers.
Mm-hmm.
you just have like a running timer in your head.
Time is very important to Professor Lamb.
Yep.
Alexandria doesn't remember that.
No, she was alive for some of that.
I was around for the beginning of it, but not really like seeing the full culmination of it.
So we've got to convince Flint to kill Stanford, poison Stanford.
I mean, if he can just like grab him and hold him and maybe cover his mouth so he can't cast.
I mean,
All the casting that I've seen
Flint can just administer the poison.
Yeah.
He can, but what if Stanford kills him first?
You're
Now
going
we've
to
got-
have a lot of poison in the area, and you're going to want to leave regardless. You're going to poisonous fumes and a Stanford gorilla.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Madame Lin.
That last part.
Yeah.
A
Okay, and
Stanford-
what if you die?
Then I
Ooh.
die?
I still think that would be really
think
cool if
Flint's
Flint did it.
Yeah.
Sorry, Hollister, you cut off a bit there.
You slurred
Oh,
your
no, I was
words.
agreeing with Lamb.
Why would it, maybe.
What happens if you ride Flint and kill Stanford? That way Flint doesn't die. You're protected by the big gorilla. There's poison. I don't know. How's that feel?
I liked it until that last sentence.
I like how somehow being protected by the big gorilla keeps you from getting poisoned.
I don't know. It's
Flint
like
will hold your nose close.
I mean, theoretically, yeah, I could cling onto his back and come up over his shoulder and dive down on Stanford and stab him. But then what's the point of the poison?
put it in the hole. Put it in the stab hole. That's how it works.
Speaking of phrasing,
Speaking as someone who has created many stab holes and poisoned a few people, no, that's not how that works.
I just think that Flint has got the power and the resistance and everything to be able to do this.
No, that's true. And having it, so I mean, we've seen how powerful they are, and as long as Flint isn't the one, honestly, if Flint is helping put the poisons together, then he helped do it. That might help close that loophole.
True.
So, because then it would be suicide, and that doesn't count.
No, the poison's in the canister.
We can I don't know.
No,
I don't deal.
I don't think it counts as suicide. And honestly, I don't know the dosage to take out a gorilla that large.
Well, and that's
Good
exactly
point.
it.
Good point.
I think it'll be significantly more than a human.
Yes, good point. Good point.
Can we get Flint some explosives as a plan B? Just hear me out. So after the poison, we put an explosive bandolero thing on Flint. Then if the poison doesn't work, he's got to grab Stanford, pull the pin, boom. Flint comes back. Problem solved.
Don't you remember how it messed him up to remember falling and having every bone in his body broken and then knit back together?
I don't think he would agree to that. I'm not Flint,
Yeah.
of course, so I can't say.
But being a psychologist, you might be
Yes.
able to.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't think that he would agree to that.
Well, and between the four of us, it messes you up mentally to have stuff like that happen to you and remember it.
Okay, so we should try and keep Flint from killing himself.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
If we don't want there to be two insane magic gorillas running around.
Yes. All right. I think we have a
But if
plan.
they hated each other, that would be even better and would fight each other. That would be the best.
I'd pay money for that.
I am a horrible person. I really want to set them both loose on chain.
Season 2, Guerrilla Wars.
All right. So
I forgot. What are we doing?
what is our plan?
Make the poison, get the gorilla, get Stanford.
We're going to go back to where you spoke with Stanford originally.
Yep.
So there's no.
So you're basically gonna sit in that front room waiting.
Yep.
Semi-
Set up an ambush, hide Flint under a sheet or something. Then he jumps out. Ha! Sprays him with poison.
All right.
Or a lampshade or something. I don't know. We'll work it.
Lampshade.
I think you should
No
just-
lamp shading.
I think we should put like the ghillie suit type thing, like the bush material, so we can just be like a front lawn ornament, like that, like a door jockey or whatever.
Oh, you just reminded me of Thomas and his ghillie suit.
The world's biggest lawn ornament.
That was outstanding. Makes me happy. So yeah, whatever. Let me know how you wish to. Flint, are you okay with poisoning an insane evil sorcerer?
It's going to save the world, absolutely. Because, yeah, absolutely. I'm very concerned about how much they want to run in there and what Stanford can do to them. If we can take him out without any casualties, I'm a
All
hero.
right.
Good. All right.
All right. So yeah, you set up Flint. You are hiding, I guess, behind one of the paper walls, and you're just gonna come out and grab him, or
I'm gonna spray him with poison.
right?
You got to come out of the wall first, like the Kool-Aid guy. I mean, I know it's not.
Oh yeah, poison.
Oh yeah.
They don't sponsor us. You're gonna come out of there like a children's colored beverage drink. You know, not.
The non-sponsored children's beverage.
If they want us to mention them, they can pay for it. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
Swell aid.
Swell Aid.
Well aid.
Yeah, it's swell.
Swell Aid is a benefit concert I am not going to.
Or is it Swole Aid?
Swole aid.
Well aid.
So yeah,
Chaos is gonna start their own beverage now, and we're gonna self-promote.
There you go. There you go.
As our empire, actually, it's really just Thomas pouring 5-hour energy into another bottle.
Diluting it down some to get more of that money.
I saw a thing today talking about Sherlock Holmes and cocaine and equated it to 5-hour energy drinks.
So yeah, it is about 1 a.m. when you hear a very familiar kind of sound. And behind you, the paper wall rips open and a spider with Stanford's head on it sticks its head out of the paper. And it says, "I told you idiots I can see the future. The gorilla tries to kill me? Come on. If I wanted to be a gorilla right now, all I'd have to do is kill the gorilla, but I don't want to be a gorilla. So go ahead, poison this spider. I've got thousands more."
I pull my sword and stab the spider head. What happens?
You stab right through the spider head. It's kind of satisfying to slide right through Stanford's head, and the spider, like, its legs creep up and it goes all dead bug, and it is quite dead.
Darn.
Okay, so I poke his head again, and I was like, "Did you see that? Did you see that?"
I would bet good money he did, and he said there's thousands more.
Oh, I'm sure there's a spider somewhere. It was just fun. As I like fling spider goo off my sword.
Oh, please clean that properly.
You guys still need me?
Is Flint like walking around like dum-
Hey, Flint, we're going spider squishing. You want to come?
Okay.
And then the door to the house opens, and Stanford walks in, and he just stands there looking at you all. Don't bother. This is a projection. It's called a hologram. You wouldn't understand.
It's hollow?
I said you wouldn't understand.
I'm
I
trying
don't know
to.
how Kanye felt.
Is this like the Sherlock phone or the Shakespeare phone?
Yes, it's,
Stars.
again, any advanced technology to idiots like you will seem like magic.
So can we like do this?
Yeah, I was about
Yeah.
to say, who
Yeah,
put your hands?
you all spend he like looks like there's a look of sort of like unhappiness as you all spend about a minute like running your hands through him.
It's like radio waves that we can see.
How many fingers am I holding up?
Knew they were going to do this, and it's still annoying.
We live to please.
Please.
So I take it then this is your answer. I offer you everything you could ever want. Wait a minute.
What?
Is the monkey the Irishman?
No.
No, we
That's
met.
a little insulting.
You've already forgotten me? In the warehouse.
There were 5. When I went to the future, the Irishman was trying to poison me.
The future changes.
Huh.
Remember, after I killed him and got turned into a gorilla, you were a hologram there too. I jumped on you and tried to smash you. You forgotten me? Really?
No, you'll get yours.
Hey,
I don't want to
Stanford.
be a gorilla. That's the only reason you still live.
Hey, Stanford. Choices change things. Donald made a choice. And your future doesn't work anymore.
Nice.
So how many fingers am I holding up?
Oh, only one that matters.
I'm British. There's 2.
So my offer stands.
You can't offer me anything that I want.
I could go find the Irishman and bring him back to you.
I want your head on a pike.
It's right over there. And he points at the spider.
Your head. So I can stand under it and wave at it, like so.
Look, in my line of work, you only have a small amount of time to really make an impact on the world before someone comes to kill you and take your power. And the fact that this future has changed really concerns me.
Good.
Because I did not see that coming.
You can't see everything. You're not actually omniscient.
Yeah, but nobody says they're mostly omniscient. If you're mostly omniscient, you're basically omniscient.
Except when you're not, when you didn't see that coming.
Stop bringing that up.
When you didn't see possibly one of the most important factors change.
Do you have a house on the island? Where are you? Is it big? How many bathrooms do you have?
We're all in the volcano.
Cool.
Are you?
I mean, how are you
Come.
living in a
Why don't
volcano?
you consider this a personal invitation? Come visit lovely Grey Dragon Island.
Sounds like a plan to me.
How do we get there without running into the Sirikari and the flesh tank?
The flesh tank has had some repairs done. You won't have to worry about it.
Parasiri.
The Karasiri were really more of a Penhu thing. I prefer my own friends.
Tell us more about your friends.
I was going to say he has friends.
On the other side.
You're going to have to come to the island to find out. And apparently, you're going to bring most of Imperial Japan with you.
Well, yeah, but maybe we could show up first if you were planning on having a dinner party. That is, if you have a house in the volcano.
And a table big enough to seat all of us.
This is true. And good food. And
Is
alcohol.
that when we poison him?
I have an excellent chef. The seafood.
I wouldn't eat anything from those waters.
Mm.
I wouldn't eat anything that he and his minions made.
Tomorrow, dinner, your place?
I can send a portal.
I just turned to everybody. Thoughts?
Emma, what are you doing?
I don't know, just making this shit up as I go along. What else do I usually do?
You think holograms can't hear?
They can't see either, apparently.
No, he just keeps admitting how hollow he is.
And that he's only sort of omniscient.
Mm.
Look, if you don't have the capstone, I have nothing to worry about. And I happen to know you don't have the capstone.
But we know where it is. And we
Me
know how to
too.
get it.
Oh, you're going to get it?
And/or we know how to deal with that problem.
When's the last time you heard about Shanghai?
Who said I was talking about Shanghai?
It's where the capstone is.
That one.
Look, going to the future takes a tremendous amount of energy.
Which is why
And
you're
I'd-
not going to do it again.
No, I mean, I can do it. With the reactor under the volcano is quite strong.
Reactor?
Okay, I just have to ask. Was it that green thing that was in the boat? The green thing that made me feel really, really sick?
You know, what's the point of you not knowing this? Yes, that was a small portion of the power that is now at my command. And Penhu was wonderful, but he was short-sighted.
Wonderful.
All he wanted to do was fire the rocket off into the gap and tear the rend wide open and bring the elder gods down upon the earth. But that would have led to the destruction of us all.
Yeah.
Penyu was crazy. I'm smart and omniscient. I am going to use this weapon to rule the world.
Only partially omniscient.
Look, partially omniscient might as well be omniscient to you monkeys. No offense, monkey.
Hemi demi semi efficient.
Gorilla.
Gorilla.
Well, the problem, of course, is the same problem that you have.
A man, I mean, I'm a man.
The problem that you have is the same problem if you drive a vehicle and there's a blind spot and there's someone there.
I don't see a problem. I just hit the person.
Or they hit you.
Have you hit a lot of cars? Because
You actually want me to answer that question?
I mean, your face looks like you've hit a lot of cars.
Oof.
Snap.
Not attractive. I know this. I don't care.
God.
So dinner
Man.
tomorrow. More of this witty repartee back and forth. Another wacky plan to poison me that is doomed to failure.
I mean, if you think that you're a part of this repartee is witty, sure.
Well, if you're done mansplaining stuff, why don't you just take off?
You asked me what a reactor was.
Yeah. And
I didn't give. Look, if you want the physics of it, I could go into an entire preamble on the physics of that reactor. It's fascinating.
I'm an opera singer and an assassin. It all goes about a mile over my head, and that's fine.
Hollister puts his hand up.
Hollister, however, I'm sure would love to know all about that.
Yeah, if you'd like to share that information, you're volunteering it. I'll
Oh, no.
pull out a note.
We would love to hear you go wax philosophical about all the physical all the physics things that you know.
No, we don't want any philosophical. No, we just want the physics.
Oh, the physics are going to go to any country that swears fealty to me.
Oh, that'll get interesting.
Oof. So this is a weapon of some sort, not just green glowy stuff?
It's an infinite power source, and the
Infinite.
genius of it is the runoff of that power source, the byproduct, which most people think of as waste, is a weapon of incalculable power.
So a weapon has waste that's a weapon.
The
No,
reactor
an energy
isn't a
source
weapon.
has waste that's a weapon.
Yes. So to create my limitless power,
Okay.
I create the material that allows me to make weapons that will bend this world to my will.
Jotting this all down.
I mean, honestly, how Penyu could not see this? This is why you don't deal with cultists.
That was
Okay.
one thing we agree about.
All that weird, like, pledging your fealty to some amorphous cosmic deity. Bad idea. Blood magic. That's where it's at.
As long as you're providing breakfast.
I thought you were
Nope.
coming for dinner.
Dinner.
Is a pantsuit appropriate?
Sorry, it's a standing joke.
With legs like yours?
You want to continue that misogynistic comment or just stop
Yeah,
there?
I wasn't too sure if that's a positive thing or a negative thing. I'm confused.
You're trying to kill me. Why would I'm not going to compliment you?
That's what I thought. I thought you were comparing me to a spider. Okay. So tomorrow.
I'll have a portal in this room tomorrow night for dinner. Well, really, in like 8 hours? Well, no,
Alright.
It's only 1 a.m.
in tonight. Time is a mutable concept. And before I go, I have one more treat for you. Time is a mutable concept. You know who taught me that? This little guy. And next to him in the hologram is Yusef in a wheelchair. And Yusef is, he looks emaciated. He doesn't acknowledge anything. Guess whose blood is full of time magic? This little guy. I'm so glad that the Irishman sent him to me. Do you want him to come to dinner too? He used to love dinner. It was one of his 3 favorite meals.
5 favorite meals. Yes, your little patch did what you wanted it to do. Congratulations.
Really, I'm just here to prove my superiority in all ways and convince you to take my offer and walk away.
But you don't know what's coming next because things have changed.
I know.
Mostly omniscient.
I know some things that are coming.
Cool. Blind spots, Mr. Stanford.
Guess where we'll be hiding.
Well, there's no hiding at dinner. By the way, I'm not going to try and kill you at dinner. That's too easy. I just want to show you the world that I can offer. A world of peace. A world where there's no conflict.
A world where everyone is balanced on the edge of a knife.
A world where there are no have-nots. Everyone has limitless power.
Caused by your weapon?
Caused by my reactor. The peace is caused by my weapon.
Then the peace won't last. It never does.
No matter how many people you talk to that are of relatively high intelligence, there's going to be other people who have other reasons and other. How can you deal with all of that at once?
Well, I am omniscient.
Partially.
But okay, even if you know everything, how do you deal with it all at once? Are you here and here and here? Are you talking to 15 people at the same time? 20 people? 1,000 people? No.
No, that's not how holograms work.
No.
That would be cloning, which is not a bad idea. Huh. But then how do you trust the clones?
I mean, that is the question.
There's always the stupid one.
Too easy.
Yeah, no. So, and how do you trust other people to do, even if you give them power, how do you trust them to do the right thing with it? And what happens when they do the wrong thing?
I mean, if human history has shown anything, it's that power corrupts. Mr.
Absolutely.
Stanford.
When they do the wrong thing,
Then it is peace at the edge of a knife, and that's not real.
real enough for me.
Yeah, Mr. I'm not really here.
We'll be there for dinner.
There'll be a portal outside waiting for you.
We'll see you then. I'd like to get some sleep. Go away.
I wouldn't stay in this house then.
Not a chance in hell.
And the hologram goes out, and you notice now on the floor is a small metal box, a very flat metal box.
Go over and poke it with the toe of my shoe.
It's a metal box with some sort of gemstone or something set in it. It's about 3 inches on each side.
That's something the spider brought?
Apparently.
I'll turn it over and over. Do I see any screws or anything holding this thing together?
No. And it doesn't feel like metal that you're used to.
Oh, this is weird.
And what color's the stone?
The stone is a weird transparent red.
Okay, so it's not green.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, we're not taking this with us.
Oh, but we
Can we
should
take the
secure it.
stone?
No, we want to keep it all in one piece if we want to try to understand it.
That, and we're not taking it into the house where we're sleeping. I feel like that's a way for him to get in.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Same with the dead spider with his head on it.
That
We
too.
should not bring that with us either.
Yeah, thanks, Holly.
Yeah, it's, it is not doing the horror movie staple of dissolving.
It's just sitting there.
Yeah, there's just a little dead body that every once in a while twitches a little.
Do we leave it?
Yeah.
Are you going to tell anybody?
Yeah.
Clean up on aisle 5?
That's what I'm thinking. We don't want somebody to just walk
Flint
in
would
here and go,
absolutely.
Is there a
Report it.
courtyard? Is there a courtyard in this place?
Yeah.
Why don't we haul this out to the courtyard and set it on fire? And then at least there's only ashes to deal with.
Well, the Japanese would like to look at it.
I'm sure they would. Wait, was
Sorry,
that
that was-
Hollister?
that
Was
was
that Hollister or Flint?
That was Clint, yeah.
We gotta separate these characters. They can't be in the same area because I'm thinking what both of them would be doing.
You have to be very calm and collected for Hollister and very boisterous for Flint.
Yeah. Let's just say that Hollister takes the box and brings that to the embassy and wraps that up and gets that in a safe or something.
Okay.
all right,
I
but
need
for the
all-
spider.
I need all the explosives, all of them.
Well,
I mean,
hold on.
Hold on to what?
He said that he made how many of these?
thousands.
What do we think is waiting for us at Grey Dragon Island then?
A
That
reactor to blow up. That's what he said. The
Jeez.
big weapon.
Thousands of these. And if
we're
we're going to send Japanese troops there, they should know what they're dealing with. And even just seeing it to prepare for the shock of his head on a spider, it could make the difference.
That's some fun training.
There's real value in keeping this.
all right. If you want to haul it back to some training camp or some building to shock Japanese soldiers with, have at. You can have your own little freak show.
There you go. There
Instead
you
of
go.
throwing the socks and saying grenade, you throw the spider at them like, you're under attack! They're like, ah! If this was a real spider with a person's head on it, you'd all be dead.
Is that what they do to you at boot camp?
I mean,
Mentally torture you?
it's like a joke. The sock thing is a joke. No one, it's too cliche.
I've
But
always
yeah,
heard that.
so- I
I've always
think
heard
it still
that
happens.
the point of boot camp was to break you mentally so that they can put you back together in their image.
No, well, I was in the Air Force, so it was a marching camp. They teach you how to march.
Oh, I already got
I think
that
they
from
changed
band.
though. I think they're actually trying to do, for some reason, actual training now, but I don't know why.
See,
Hopefully not.
I was not in the military, but I lived on a Navy base, and Navy bases, the training there is all about dogma. It's basically everything they do is teaching you to live on a boat. So
Mhm.
like all the training boats that are on land are 75% of the size of the regular boat, so that when you get on the boat, you're like, hey, this is pretty nice.
And I mean, to be fair, I've been
Makes
on a
sense.
Tiger cruise because my sister was in the Navy, so I was on one of those. I was on the Mesa Verde for about 3 days, and I wouldn't want to live there. No, thank you. That was tiny. No thanks.
And the food. Oh,
The food was awful, and I was told that was good because they brought in the good stuff for the tigers, which was us.
well, so the Navy is supposedly has the best food in the service, but the land food is worse than the seafood. They give better food to the ships.
Wow.
But so when I was we were there as part of like AmeriCorps. So we were like, community service hippie kids. We're going to make the world better. And we're on a Navy base, but you go to the galley and they do things like the vegetarian pasta is in the same, like the vegetarian pasta sauce is in the same bowl as the meat sauce. It's all cooked together and all this stuff. But so you get your food, and when you realize how inedible it is, you go up to the garbage, and they take a Polaroid of you immediately. And they have this huge wall if you're throwing away any food, they have this huge wall of Polaroids that says, don't let your eyes get larger than your stomach, because food waste at sea is a huge problem. And so they're like conditioning you to not throw away food, to like take either eat everything you get or do it was all very weird. Wow. Like
if it was packaged from our dining facilities, we would like, I'd go straight over and get like, the yogurt is packaged in something. No one has touched this and ruined it. Like that was the only thing I would get from there. It was
the
so
hamburger
bad.
and fries were pretty safe, but that was like a special line, and that line, everybody went to that line. It was
boxes of cereal and cartons of milk. Those were pretty safe.
Yeah.
Yep.
The salad bar was the thing of nightmares.
It really was.
I'd never seen canned salad before. It's terrifying. We are far afield.
Are we ready to take a break?
So we do have a giveaway coming up. If you haven't gotten it in there, it's #chaos. And we're going to be giving away your choice of, I saw this on screen, I'm going to see if I get this right, a Gale Force 9 deck, or the Call of Cthulhu coloring book. If you're in the US, if you're in Europe, you're getting a PDF of the coloring book.
There it is.
Look at that. I even got it right. It's like I can read. So are you guys going to do anything the day of the 25th? Flint, you know that you are getting all sorts of pressure from Imperial Command about like, when are we going? They are very happy that you brought them that spider, and the same people that are tearing apart the portal are now starting to tear apart that spider.
I thought that was the 26th because it was 1 a.m.
Sorry, the 20. Yeah, the 20. No, this is the 25th. It was the night of the 25th.
The night of the 25th, the morning of the 26th was
yeah, you're right.
At 1 a.m.
Yeah, 26th.
Okay.
So I want explosives because I'm going to blow up all the weapons. Does anybody want to come with me?
Explosions.
Are we talking to Taro? Do I get to talk to Taro and tell him that I got invited to a dinner party with a megalomaniac who claims he has all of the worst weapons in the world?
I mean, Flint, you could easily make a meeting with Taro happen.
Yeah, I'll do that much. Sorry, I'm thinking about what Hollister's actually reflecting a lot on what he said. So I'm in Hollister's head right now and not Flint's.
And you sent that message to Rogers, right?
Yeah.
All right.
So Joan will spend some time teaching.
Oh, great! Yeah, they are very their knowledge is clearly rudimentary, but like they are trying to, like there's 100. You give a lecture to like 100 people that are all like furiously taking notes about the ritual of creating an elder sign, and they are going to like start practicing immediately.
All right.
Joan is in her element.
I am.
And actually, they ask if you would like oversee some of their training.
But you mean sit in on your training?
No. Oh, they want you to like lead some of their training.
Well, this is what I have for training.
But surely there's more.
Don't call him Shirley.
I do know a few other things, but this is the main thing. This is the thing that it's very useful all over the place, and I want to concentrate on this and make sure people know about this. So I will be concentrating.
So, Professor Lamb, you are pulled aside by their lead researcher.
Yes.
And he says, perhaps we can come to an understanding. We have some occult materials that I think would be of a great deal of interest to you. Perhaps we could work out an information sharing. We greatly appreciate your teaching us, showing us this ritual.
Yes.
And we know that this is merely the tip of your wide-ranging knowledge.
The only thing I'm worried about is if I am not here after imparting knowledge, I can't help nurture it. I can't help, and I'm not going to be able to stay here very long.
You will plant seeds the roots of which will grow for generations to come.
We could talk about that. You've heard about the capstone and the ritual for that. We might be able to talk about that.
That seems very specific.
That word.
Yes, but you could glean other knowledge of other things from it. I'm just saying I'm not going to be here for very long, and I won't be able to help very much. I would love to, but I'm not going to be here very long.
I'm sharing with you now secrets that are known to very few in the Imperial Ministry. We have theoretical texts that speak of dimensions where time operates in a different manner, where hours could become days.
That's very interesting.
Have you heard anything of these? Do you know any sort of temporal rituals or learnings?
Heard about these things from other people? They're not here.
Do you have notes?
Some of them are not here. I've been traveling a lot. Let me go back and see what I have, and we should talk some more again.
Yes, we should. And he'll go off. He was the lead trainer of the Ministry of what would they call it? I don't know.
Cult or something.
The Ministry of the Imperial Mythos Ministry.
I'm.
And I think this is a good spot to take a break, as Joan will spend her day sort of teaching the elder sign ritual to 100 avid pupils. Emma is going to talk with Taro about explosives. We'll deal with that after the break, and we'll find out what the other two are doing then. So #chaos at the break. Don't forget to get in there for that giveaway. And we will be back just as soon as now 5 people can use 5 bathrooms.
here.
Welcome back, internet friends. So excited to say that our good friend Squeal the Bard has won the giveaway. The winner is a wooden dice box.
Look at that. Look what he wins.
Congratulations. We will send that to you as you have your choice of a PDF of the Call of Cthulhu coloring book or a Gale Force 9 deck, whichever suits your fancy. I moved the wrong way, right and left. I'm like, there we go. Trying to center myself. I need a mark. In the studio, there's actually a mark, and I know where I am. At home, there's not a mark.
Yeah.
So congrats, Squeal.
On the table.
Well, the problem is the camera's in a different spot every time because it may shock you to learn that I don't normally have my computer set up to video chat with people on the internet. Normally it's actually work. Or play video games.
I was going to say, isn't that work? I mean, that's all I do all day is video chat with people.
I mean, to be fair, my computer set up so that I have to like raise my arms up at a weird angle to hit the keyboard, and that just does not work. So usually I'm not at this angle.
At the break, we broke with Professor Lamb returning from the Imperial Mythos Ministry. Emma, Flint has set up a meeting with Commander Taro, and
I just come in
him for all the explosives.
Like the usual crazy, like, look what I did. This is going to be amazing. I got a dinner party scheduled with Taro. First of all, would you like to be my guest?
You're on mute,
Thomas.
I'm not.
No.
Oh, now I can hear you.
Huh?
Nope, we're good.
Okay.
No, I'm not. I'm not muted.
Nobody's muted. What? Huh? What?
Taro is you are going to Grey Dragon Island?
Yeah, why not? Oh, and I probably need wait, what?
Why not? Why are you giving him hostages?
Okay, the word hostages, that's up for debate. But listen, I need all the explosives that you have that I can carry on my person because I got to get the explosives through a portal. You also probably need to send a boat to come pick me up in case I can't portal back out of there.
Why do you wish to blow up this island?
Well, A, that's what I do. B, because he says that he has weapons of immense power, and he thinks that that's what's going to rule the world, and he's going to use it to threaten everybody and try and run the world. So if I just blow the whole island up, no more problems. There's also dinner. Did I mention dinner?
Tell me more about these weapons.
I don't know. I mean, he just said weapon. And then something about like the power to... Actually, I wasn't really listening. So there's something about the power waste being also powerful. I don't know.
So you come to me, a representative of a nation state.
Who, you or me?
I am representative of Imperial Japan.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah.
And you suggest that I give you the means to destroy a weapon of great power.
Mm-hmm.
If this portal that you suggest is coming, why do we not send armed men through the portal and take this weapon?
Because I think he'll, like, here's the thing, is that Stanford thinks that he knows everything. He thinks that he's omniscient. So he thinks that, like, that's what you're going to do. So what you have to do is just do the opposite.
And you are suggesting
you should just come with us. It'll be fun. Just put on a tux. It'll be a good time. Take whatever you want to take, just in case you feel like having a thing. Like, bring a deck of cards, maybe. Maybe we'll play some games after. I don't know.
I'm afraid that we cannot give you explosives to destroy this weapon.
Why? What are you afraid of?
We are afraid that we will lose this weapon.
But here's the thing. You may never actually get the weapon to begin with. So there's that.
It's far more likely we won't get it if you blow it up.
But at
if
least
you do not blow it up, we still have the opportunity to get this weapon.
But here's the thing. If I mess everything up, that's the best scenario possible. Because if I don't, then you try and get the weapon and you don't, then Stanford still has the weapon. See where I'm going?
You will forgive me if I have more faith in the military of Imperial Japan than I do of Madame Lin's paramour.
Maybe I should just call her then. Maybe she'll be interested in going to dinner with me. And I just walk out the door.
All right. Yeah, you storm out, and Flint's gonna get a phone call.
So are there any grenades anywhere that I've seen at all possible for me to take?
It may shock you to learn that the grenade stores have all been shut down by the oppressive regime of Imperial Japan.
I'm just saying, none at the embassy, none when I was walking the halls.
I mean, you could go ask at the American embassy.
That would go over well.
Tell another country that there's a weapon of incalculable power.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe do. They can fight over it.
Yes, that would be awesome.
They already are.
Not yet.
Yes, they are.
Close.
Just not out in the open.
Yeah. Hollister, you at the when you go back to the embassy in the afternoon, as soon as you come in, a guy comes up to you and he says, "Oh, thank God, I've been holding this mirror all morning. I have a cable that says I'm supposed to give you this mirror."
Can I take this mirror with me anywhere?
I don't know. I'm
Well,
just supposed to give it to you.
Okay. Nothing else?
That's all I have. Sorry.
Check the mirror. Where did you get this mirror from?
Off the wall. It's just a mirror. But we got a diplomatic cable saying that I had to give you this mirror.
Okay, thank you.
And that you should look at it.
I'm going to go do that right now.
Okay. And he will walk off confused. And you look in the mirror, and
somewhere privately.
Yeah. You still have a room at the embassy. So you look in the mirror, and there is a very bored person in a uniform reading aloud a book.
I'll knock on the mirror. Hello?
Oh, thank God. Oh. If I stop talking, apparently the spell stops working. Somebody get Rogers, please. Oh, and a cup of tea. Captain Rogers will be with you shortly. Oh God, it's been 4 hours. I'm so sick of Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm.
They don't have you trade out with someone?
No.
Every 2 hours.
No, I was just told to sit here and read this. I'm afraid if I stop talking that it'll turn off.
Mm-hmm.
How are you, sir?
I've been better, but apparently free dinner tonight, so.
Oh, lovely. The government gives me free dinner, but it's very expensive.
Yeah, I bet.
Tell them to hurry, please. I don't know how to make small talk with this person. How are you, sir? Did I ask that already?
You could go to the weather. It's been a lovely day out.
Where are you?
Tokyo.
Oh man, I'd love to go to Tokyo.
Now's probably not a good time.
No.
No.
Is the world gonna end, sir?
Oh, not for several months.
Not what? So the
I'm
world
kidding.
is gonna.
I'm kidding. Keep
Oh,
talking. Keep talking.
thank God, sir. Here, you talk to him. And the mirror like spins around, and you kind of get a little vertigo. And there's Rogers. God damn! What took you so long?
Well, a lot's been going on. And
All right, where are we?
where are we? What?
Sit rep. I got your last report.
Yeah. Work out transportation for the plans.
Put them in a give them the same treatment you gave.
I am not putting that in a block of concrete.
No. Put them in a put them in a secure case and a diplomatic pouch.
Okay.
And they will
they'll
get
take
to me.
Care of the rest.
Yeah, the embassy can handle that. And since it's a diplomatic pouch, the Japanese won't be able to search it.
Okay. Do we want, just in case something happens along the way, do you want people to try and make copies of these beforehand so we have something?
No, these need to be eyes only. The fewer copies of this thing there is around, the better it is for everybody. Now, am I to understand that you think there might be one of these weapons actually functioning?
Yes.
Is there any chance we could get our hands on it?
I wouldn't recommend it. We should just destroy it. You've got the plans. This is unrealistic, and if we could just blow up the whole island, I think that would be for the best, to be honest.
It's going to take us a while to get any sort of naval presence there to actually blow it up.
Well, looks like tonight I'll be having dinner there, so I'll see what I can do.
Wait, what?
Spider portals, he offered to...
God, those portals made things so much easier. He still can't believe he gave that away.
Well, not willingly.
It's a fair point. Wish we could learn to do that.
Yep.
We've got, I have good news. I'm not sure how long it's going to take for us to get them to you, but we have fairly successfully mass-produced elder signs.
Fantastic.
One of the reasons it's going to take us so long to get naval presence to you is that we're essentially elder signing the entire ship.
Okay. That'll be great against the sea people.
It is a new color of paint that the military, we were unprepared for, but we're going to have the entire ship will hopefully be protected. But it's when would be your best case scenario for us being there?
I mean, things are moving so quickly. I have no idea what's going to happen tonight. I know Japan wants to move quickly. So if you can get these plans and get there as soon as possible to take out the island, it's up to your best judgment, though.
So we can, out of Pearl Harbor, I'm just going to look up World War I battleship names. Out of Pearl Harbor, we can have the battleships. Wow, they were all English. Boy, the U.S. Navy in World War I was not.
They typically name them after states, right? Just call it the Louisiana.
They named them after presidents, didn't they?
No,
Both.
they're states. Here we go.
Like the Indiana and things like that.
Hey, the Texas was around. So the USS Texas. The USS Texas will be. It can get there if we can be done by the end of in 2 days with the retrofitting. We can be out of Pearl Harbor at full steam. We should be there in about a week.
Well, I think that might do it. Hopefully things go well tonight and you're just there to do cleanup.
All right. What's the situation with the Japanese?
Flint took a spider with Stanford's head to them to look at. You frozen?
No. I'm just
Okay.
listening.
Okay.
Rogers is implacable.
I've been a bit preoccupied since our meeting with Stanford as to how we're going to handle that. My apologies.
We don't want the Japanese getting a Mythos gap on us.
Yeah. We've spoken about that, and we're trying to keep the information as under wraps as possible.
Did you already mention to Rogers that the Japanese got a portal spider?
Something about portals, because he
think
said that portals were super useful.
He would have if I had if not, he would say it now. I don't remember though, but he would have brought that up the same as he brought up the. Well, no, I don't know. Was he aware of that?
Oh, yeah, you're right. You weren't there. Yeah, you're right. You weren't there.
Yeah, I might not know about it.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Great. All right. We need to very strictly control the amount of information we give the Japanese. And they can, under no circumstances, gain access to that weapon.
No, I understand. That's why I think sabotage or destroying it is our best bets.
We can ask. I don't believe the embassy has any explosives on site.
We wouldn't be able to bring them with us anyways. If we did, Stanford would have foresight. Whatever we do, we have to do there.
If you can figure out that future thing.
No, I don't think we can. I mean, I think it's just, I have an idea, but.
All right, well.
Yeah. The more we cement ourselves to anything, I think the less chance there is of success.
All right. Well, let's plan on you report back to me at 11:15 tomorrow morning, your time.
Okay.
Just look in the mirror. And don't make Donaldson have to read for 3 hours again.
I didn't do that to him, and you could have done that in shifts.
I could stand about one chapter of that damn book before I had to get out of here. Insipid.
Books.
All right. Now, how do you hang up? I hang up the mirror.
Yeah, he, as usual, he just goes, Aldridge, turn this damn thing off.
I assume I went back with you, but didn't go into this room with you, Hollister.
No,
Yes?
you're going to be spending most of the day training the Japanese.
Okay. All right. Wanted to make sure
So
where we were at. Okay.
Yeah, you're working with them. Alexander, are you doing anything today?
Mostly just working with the new daggers that I have, because these are entirely new to me, and doing something purely physical will take my mind off of everything.
Yeah, sure.
So that's most of my day.
All right. Any last preparations before you guys all get together before dinner? Anything else you want to do before?
Jeez, refresh my medical supplies.
The embassy does have medical supplies, so they'll top you off there.
Yeah, I would like to talk to Dr. Hollister, tell him a little bit about my experience with the Japanese.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so we go. I'm gonna get some therapy, but what I really want to do is tell him that I wanted to let you know I got pulled aside by the trainer, the lead trainer in charge of what they're calling the Imperial Mythos ministry. They are very, very interested in learning about time manipulation. They asked me about my books and my notes, which we have in the safe in the embassy. And I told them I would have to try to get a hold of things so I could get out of there, but they're really interested in it. I mean, I had a great time teaching them about the elder sign, but they want more. They do want to trade with us, though. They say they have a lot more about time manipulation.
I'm sure they'd say that.
Do we have anything else? I tried to tell them, I said, hey, I'll trade you this, the ritual for the capstone. And they said, yeah, no, that's too specific. They want more generic. They want, and I'm afraid that
They're looking for weapons. They want power.
And I'm afraid they want me to stay longer. They're really saying, hey, can you teach us more? Can you teach us more? And I keep telling them, I'm not going to be here very long. I'm not going to be here very long. So I may need some protection.
Well, I mean, after this, you might want to stay in the embassy. Staying on their compounds.
Yeah.
Would be an extremely bad idea.
And I know it's bad. And I told them that I said, I'm not going to be here very long. And if I give you things, I can't stay and teach you more. I can't stay and see how it evolves. I can't stay and
protect them from themselves.
Work with them is what I said. I didn't quite get them to protect themselves, but that's a good one. I think I will. But they're really adamant about it. So I just want to make sure you knew if there was anything else we thought we might be able to feed them to get them stuff in.
We'd want to basically give them garbage to throw them off of you. Give you some room to breathe. Just old lore.
If we had something, do you guys have something that we could give to them, that we could trade with them? That's old lore.
You could probably find
just
some things in Silvano's notes that would be like,
Yeah. So I'm going to work with Dr. Hollister and look at those a little bit to see if we could figure out something.
All right. Both of you make me. Both of you make me Cthulhu Mythos rolls.
Okay.
How would
I got a 0.9. My Cthulhu Mythos is at 13.
All right.
So it's a regular success.
I probably not.
Okay. I mean, I could potentially roll. Nope.
All right. So yeah, Professor Lamb, you notice a very small part. As you're going through the notes, you think you found plenty of stuff that's kind of semi-innocuous. It's more on the occult end, and you actually catch a few things that could be potentially dangerous that you excise out. So yeah, you have a good. Oh no.
What?
Someone just joined as like, hey, this is my first time. What's going on? The long story. They're
poor bastard. I'm so sorry.
they're going to an island to try and blow it up. So yeah,
Sorry.
you excise out a couple of things that could have potentially been.
So I make I make a copy.
Yeah.
And I throw my pen around, and I make a copy of some of the notes that I could do.
Well, all right. So they're about to go have dinner on Grey Dragon Island with Carl Stanford, who killed Sir Aubrey Penhew and took everything over. So welcome. This is Masks of Nyarlothotep, but I have they have caused all sorts of irreparable damage to the campaign, and I have matched them wound for wound, so it's only vaguely recognizable at this point.
To be fair, part of it was your fault.
I take full responsibility. But yeah, so you find some stuff. You probably won't have the chance to give it to them before you leave for dinner, unless you want to just like send it over.
No. We will tomorrow. We will do the thing.
Okay.
That was going to be my whole thing. Is I need to go get my notes. I needed to get some things, and then I would see them tomorrow.
Okay. All right. So I guess you're going to go to that first house again and wait.
And wait
Or
for
you
a
could-
portal to show up.
Mhm.
Emma's apparently dressing for dinner.
Of course I am.
So at 7:30, you guys all head to that house, and Taro is there in full military uniform, in his dress uniform. And when Emma walks in, he says, my date has arrived.
I thought you were angry. I thought you were like, we're not going to do this.
Knowledge is never wasted.
All right, buddy, you're taking your life into your own hands. Let's go.
I mean, it won't be the first time.
There's a good chance we're not coming back from this.
I'm a military man. That's true of every mission I undertake. So at 8 o'clock, a spider comes skittering in. Taro has not seen this, so I'm going to make a sand roll. He's surprisingly okay with all of this. And the spider turns into a portal. And through the portal, you see a sandy beach with a path that leads up into a mountain.
Here we go.
And we just walk through.
Yep.
Yep.
Just
He will stride through first.
I unconsciously check my daggers or knives and just here we go.
They're much harder to conceal, unfortunately.
Yeah. I'm wearing much looser clothing than I usually do. Although the Japanese style for men would allow for that anyway.
Right. And so yeah, Taro strides through and he's standing on the beach. And you can all see him as he's kind of gone through and he's looking around. Anybody not going through the portal?
In for a penny, in for a pound.
I'm with y'all.
My first instinct though is looking through at the beach. I want to see if there's any Karasiri anywhere within sight.
Everything looks empty.
Cool.
And Taro is not like freaking out or panicking or anything like that.
Okay.
All right. Then I'll step through right after him.
All right. Yeah, so once you're on the beach, there's no portal behind you.
One way in. And here we go.
When we
And-
walk through, where, like, because we've been to the island before, where are we?
So you are on the other side from where the flesh tank was.
Okay.
Okay.
You're
All
on
right.
the beach that you fled to when you circled the island. And there's a path that leads up, and all of a sudden, like tiki torches just start lighting up all the way up the hill.
Sweet.
Oh, that's
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, that's a nice trick.
I'm glad you two enjoy it.
Oh yeah.
On
No,
edge.
And Taro says we should not be late to dinner.
If he offers his arm to Emma, I'm walking the other direction.
I'm like, no, you two first, and I'll be in the middle.
Taro will lead the way.
All right.
He's all too happy. And again, he's not dressed for fighting. He's in his dress uniform.
Sure.
You know, this is his nicest uniform.
Do we have matching swords?
Yes.
That's wonderful.
And so yeah, you head up, and everybody make me a spot hidden roll.
Oh my God. This is the first time we've rolled all day.
And I'm like, where's my dice?
Oh yes, hard.
All right. Everybody that makes it feels
Oh,
very watched.
critical.
Are there
So a
any more
hard
of
and a
those?
critical. What now?
Is there any more of that metal, like under the sand or something? I'm wondering if he had buried.
You haven't seen that. With a hard and a critical success, you two
Oh yeah,
will
hard.
see. Anybody who got a hard or critical success will see some sort of larger than a person. There are larger than a person figures in the overgrowth that are watching you.
Okay. And I'll say, "Psh." And of course, we're being watched.
I mean,
That's expected.
Yeah.
we're walking onto his territory. He has the home game advantage. To borrow
Haro gets a critical success as well.
Oh,
to borrow an American term, he has the home game advantage. I'm English. I don't
No.
care.
Oh my God.
Taro will, right before you get to the volcano, Taro will just turn his head back and say, I wish to just make sure one more time, none of you have any explosives.
Seriously? No.
And he looks pointedly at Emma.
I mean, fair.
Very well. You come up to the lip and there's like a cave entrance. And standing at this cave entrance, who would remember this? Joan, you would remember it. You might be the only one that has run into a fishman before.
No, Alexandria has.
Weren't they on the B team's boat? Or was it? I thought it was the B team.
No.
Yeah, that was. I mean, I saw them. I saw Silvana chewing on them as I was coming out of the.
Oh, right.
Silvana
Silvano ate one. I forgot about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, that was the A team's boat, not the B team.
All right. So Joan, Alexandra, and I don't remember if I'm sure Emma saw them too. There is one of those huge, 8 feet tall, kind of a bipedal shark wearing a butler's outfit. And it has in one hand, there's a silver tray with a little note on it. Taro has not seen one of these before. And Hollister, I don't think you have either.
Nope.
nope.
So sand rolls.
Sand
Double
roll.
dice.
Oh, Taro is not okay with this.
I'm okay with it.
All right, Taro loses some sanity. Oh man, that would be awesome if he went insane.
Shush.
Still possible.
should never have come here.
It was your choice. You came here.
So Taro doesn't want to get near this thing. So but it's just standing there with the platter with the note on it.
I will go and get the note.
All right.
I'm staring at the thing like, yeah, I know you.
The smell of this thing is what like triggers your reminders. Just this overpowering fishy stench.
All right.
They taste way better than they smell, though.
So
Hollister doesn't know that.
Yeah. So no, I've got the paper. Does he do
And-
anything?
It says, the paper says, I knew you'd bring a +1.
Crumple, crumple, crumple. Put it in my pocket.
What did it say?
It said, I knew you'd bring a +1. He's taunting us, whatever.
No, anything before the portal, he checked.
I mean, I that depends. He said it takes a great deal of energy to go forward.
And he says he has plenty of energy.
By the time we walked over here, he could have written that. Come on, let's just go in.
What is this energy that he has?
Something that made me violently ill the last time I came in contact with it.
And what was it?
Don't know. Something green and glowing. That's all I know about it.
That
It was
thing.
this-
He was talking about something called a reactor.
and it's a source of great power. So he doesn't just have a weapon, he also has a source of great power.
Oof. Why don't we go on and find out what we find out?
The fishman, once you take the note, will say, Her Majesty will free you now.
His Majesty will see you now.
Okay.
That's what I said.
Majesty.
And he turns around and he shambles off into this and you are now inside the caldera of a volcano, and you're walking down this long winding thing, and you can see in the volcano is a huge there are these fishmen everywhere, and inside the volcano down at the base is some sort of it looks like a bullet, but it's huge. There's a huge bullet pointed straight up out of the volcano, and these fishmen are like climbing all over it and working on it and doing and seeming to work with it. You recognize, Hollister, from the plans that this is the weapon.
Although Alexandria would probably notice that before me.
Yeah.
Possibly.
It looks, what are they using, the lava to push this thing out? I mean, what can this?
I still don't get why you just wouldn't put it through a portal.
Maybe something about the portal would mess up the energy.
Hopefully.
So about a quarter of the way down, the butler takes you into a side passage. And you walk for a ways through these caves, and he stops at the door, an open door, and he, Your Majesty, your Duragash have arrived. And he like motions you all ahead. And inside there is a large dining room with places set for all 5 of you, sorry. Yeah, 5. And sitting there is Carl Stanford.
Evening.
Hello. Thank you so much for taking the invitation. Please be seated. And Commander Taro, wasn't it? Have you come to perhaps consider my offer to your nation?
I'm just like, what?
It's like we're all like turning
Yeah.
and looking at
Yeah.
Tara, like, excuse me?
I am unaware of an offer of anything to my nation, but Japan is always looking for interested partners.
I'm sitting as far away from those guys as possible.
Yeah, Taro will sit like right next to Stanford.
Yeah.
What
I'm
else
gonna-
is in this room? Like, can I get a little bit more description?
Yeah,
Is it
so
like-
this is a rough-hewn cavern
Mhm.
with a beautiful, the wood looks like driftwood. It looks like, the water has like sanded it down. But it is a beautiful long table with plenty of room to seat all of you. At each place, there is a salad already set. And there is like fine cutlery there. The napkins all seem to be from different cruise ships.
They're
Do we
not from the future. No future napkins.
Do we recognize any of the cruise ships? As
Yes,
ones
I was
that
going
we've
to
been on?
say.
No,
Mhm.
no.
Ah,
Yeah, the place setting and stuff is like faux luxury as a juxtaposed with the rough hewn sort of way that everything is set up here.
Okay.
The salad is kind of kelpy,
I was going to ask about what
some
was in
serious
it, yeah.
seaweed.
And are there more rooms attached to this one, or is it just like it's just?
Yeah, there
an out-
seems to be a kitchen or something off to the side. There's one opening at the back of the left side of the room. where the butler went that way when he left. And then there's the open door into the passageway back to the volcano.
Mm-hmm.
So, what would you like to know about my magnificence first?
Oh, where to begin? Wow. Jeez, that deserves a psychology roll.
That deserves a Tiana's brain just broke with the mental crossover. Ow.
So have you seen into your own future?
Well, seeing your own future is very hard
But
because
you went into the future, correct?
I did.
And you saw how things played out.
Well, interestingly,
So it must have ended in a worthwhile scenario for you.
Interestingly, there's theoretically a way that one can see oneself in the future in a, well, for lack of a better word, in a more constant way. I, unfortunately, when you look in the future for yourself, there's a fair amount of cloudiness. I feel very confident. The future that I have seen has shown me that this weapon doesn't get launched. And that tells me that the nations of the world know enough to bow to my power.
Well, that's certainly one option, yes.
Oh, I know what you're thinking. Ha ha, the thing didn't get launched because we stopped him. I didn't see it blow up.
Don't need to.
Do you want to know your futures?
Sure.
I've studied you very carefully once I learned who my adversaries might be.
Wow. I'm famous.
Well, your friend, who unfortunately couldn't join us for dinner. Your friend told me how much you. He told me how much I should be worried about you and how dangerous so many of you are.
Certainly not me.
Well, he didn't know you.
Oh, you mean Yosef?
Yes.
There were several friends that you could have been referencing.
I have spoken to two of your friends. One of them is your friend Yusef is unfortunately taken a more utilitarian route. But your friend Silvano has become something of an intergalactic tourist.
I'm sure he hates that.
Well, I don't have to hear him screaming anymore. He's Yuggoth's problem now.
But I think you were talking about our futures.
Right. Well, I'll just say this. Your futures are bleak. I see the Irishman dead on this beach. I see the one with the knives being pulled below the water and drowning. Almost like a memory of hers that I've heard her tell. I've seen the nun gets the fire that she wanted so much. Oh, and Professor Lamb, you get all the knowledge you want. And Japan, oh, Taro, Japan's future is wonderful. Your emperor, understanding the geopolitical situation, agrees to be one of the first nations under my domain. And with the combination of my technology and weaponry and the might of Imperial Japan, Asia is soon ours. The future, my friends, is bright.
So what's for dinner?
Oh yes, the appetizer course is sushi. And at this point, 3 more of the fishmen come out with trays. And it looks like there are semi-live octopus on little beds of rice.
Ugh.
Is it moving?
It's fresh, just killed.
Out of curiosity, Mr. Stanford, when did you see these futures? When did you go forward and look?
Oh,
Was it before or after?
when your third
Donald left?
friend told me about a month ago.
So it was before Donald left.
That's why I killed Penhu. Because I knew that was my moment to get the power.
Hmm. So that future was bleak. Things are different now.
Mm.
I suppose it's all a matter of perspective.
Hey, if I get more information and get more,
Oh, you get limitless power.
we'll see. There you go. If I have a limitless power, how are you still around?
I guess we'll just have to find out. But your trick of using people as a battery comes in very, very handy.
Is there any chance that we can see Yosef? I miss the kid.
Would you bring the wheelchair up, would you? Of course, Your Majesty. One of the fishmen will go off. If he's not too busy, he's very useful in accelerating our timetables for work. Some of the materials that we create here have very limited existences, and his being able to extend their time on this plane is very useful.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
What would have a short time on this plane?
Reach over and just like put a hand on Joan's shoulder. Focus.
Is no one else going to eat their appetizers? They're quite good. Taro takes some chopsticks and he will wolf down the octopus.
I'll watch Taro to make sure he doesn't keel over dead.
I've
I'll
got to
eat the
watch
rice.
timing. Okay, it's been 3 minutes. Maybe it's good.
I'll eat the rice.
Yeah, the rice is.
I mean,
I'll try one.
It tastes fine.
once the tentacle stops wriggling, I'll eat it.
Yeah, all right. You needn't worry. Unlike some people, I don't use poison. I'm not going to kill you while you're here. The whole point of bringing you here is to show you the impossible odds that you face and to let you realize that you should take my offer. So enjoy this dinner. You should know Franz, my chef, before his transition, was a world-renowned chef. He was a pastry chef, admittedly.
Okay. Any transition? What do you mean?
Between employers or between life forms?
Yes.
More the latter. You see, I have learned that there is an undersea world that lives off of the scraps from the surface, but I have learned how to. Penhew, he wanted to create those vampire things that only existed by killing other people. That's never create a product that you have to kill your market to sell. I have figured out a way. Do you know how many people drown in a year? Thousands. And all of those people that drown can potentially be these. And he points at one of the fishmen.
What turns them into it?
Well, they do.
Do they get hauled into the depths of the sea?
I mean, they're drowning. And as they come down, if my friends here deign to save them, they give them the gift of being able to breathe in the water. They make them a more perfect form.
If it's more perfect, how come you're not there yet?
I didn't drown. My future does not involve me becoming a deep one. My future involves me becoming God Emperor. I've already had a crown made.
Really? What does it look like?
Surprised you're not wearing it.
Bad luck. You never wear the crown before the coronation.
Oh, I'm sure it is magnificent. It
It
have
is.
to be.
It really is. The next course is here. And now they bring out some actual baked fish. And it, again, super fresh. It's tuna. And it is very well made.
It's from a pastry chef. I'm surprised it's not like tuna Wellington or something.
Tuna Wellington.
I would pay good money to see that.
I would totally do that.
Unfortunately, since the change, Franz is a little fixated on seafood, but luckily it's all delicious.
I ask what form he took.
No, like glance over at the shark person and a couple of the others who are around.
Oh yeah, he's a deep one. Yes.
Crab people, crab people.
Does he look like a shark or something else?
I guess they kind of look like sharks. I mean, it's interesting. Their necks are, their necks are faced forward.
I'm just deeply intrigued by all of this.
It is fascinating. What other questions do you have? Commander Taro, would you like to see the weapon?
I'd like a tour, please.
Of course. Well, we'll take a tour and then we'll have dessert.
Excellent.
And
I hope you like fish roe.
And will we be able to see Yosef by any chance?
Well, as I said, he may be busy, but perhaps we'll see him along the way. And so he'll lead you back out, and you start to walk down that like spiraling path down the volcano. And there are
Okay.
As you
I'm going to be last because I never, ever, ever give up food.
As you come down, you see that not only are there deep ones working on this weapon, but there are also those spiders like crawling all over it. And who was it? Professor Lamb, you asked how I can be in so many places in once.
Yes.
Well, you know what? Show, don't tell. And he pulls out a little whistle and he blows this whistle that is silent. And you see, as one, all the spiders in this cavern like turn and look. And when they all turn and look, they all have Stanford's head on them. I have a good head on a lot of shoulders.
We talking hundreds? We talking...
There are probably hundreds that you can see, yeah.
You were talking about clones earlier. Are these?
Well, clones are different.
What are they?
I'm intrigued that you know what clones are.
The word makes sense. Copy of a copy.
Yes, that's true. So those are clones. Those spiders are clones.
So then how do you trust them? You said that you wouldn't trust a clone.
For menial tasks.
Fair enough.
But they have your head on them. Do they know everything you know then?
No, it's very hard. I've tried grafting heads onto other things. It's not my specialty. The people who your friend is visiting in Yuggoth, they're quite good at it. I'm hoping he can bring back some knowledge for me.
Interesting.
You see and hear what they do? And if so, how do you handle...
I don't see and hear what they do. That would be overwhelming, I'm sure.
Huh.
Well, probably not for me, but for you, it would be overwhelming. I can hear them. You know, they all can speak. And my fish friends have very effective communications. As near as I can tell, they're at least semi-telepathic. I mean, obviously, voices don't carry underwater, so they'd have to have some other form of communication.
That tracks the ones that we saw on the boat.
And so by this point, you reach the floor. It is very definitely warm down here. The rocket is about 20 feet tall. And he'll walk right up and he'll just lay a hand on one of the fins and he'll say, "Here it is. We have 3 others down below. They'd need to be assembled. This one is in launch position. This is our ready threat. It'll take us about an hour to arm it. We have to I'll use your term. We have to put the capstone on it. And you notice that the top of it is flat. And there's definitely an area where something would be attached there. And Hollister, you remember from the blueprint that most of this thing is propulsion. And then at the top, there's a small bit that is whatever the weapon part is that you couldn't understand.
Yeah.
But within an hour, we could have this launched within an hour. And thanks to the power that we use to both propel it and to arm it, we're pretty sure it could reach anywhere on Earth.
Without a portal? No portals involved?
Putting putting fissile material through portals is a very bad idea.
Have you tried it?
I was like, what does that mean?
Yeah, Taro's like, what? I don't know fissile.
Yeah.
It would blow up early.
Yes, essentially.
Ah.
Much of the power of this weapon is in the instability of its molecular stance, and putting it through a portal highlights that instability and seems to exacerbate it.
So it's an unstable item, but it can go really far, but putting it through more instability would blow it up early. Okay. But it can go far? I mean, you're saying all across the earth. That's far.
Well, your intellect has not been undersold. Yes, the earth is far. It's quite large.
It being so large, how precisely are you able to aim something like this?
Yeah, thank you for saying something to him before I smacked him.
Yes, I was expecting that.
The joy of this weapon is that we only have to be within about 20 miles of our target, and it still gets destroyed.
So you can get this thing within 20 miles from across the world? That's very precise.
We're quite good at what we do. All of this is still semi-theoretical.
Yeah, I was going to say there's nothing that does this right now. There's what do you possibly have to go on research-wise?
Have you done any tests of it yet?
It's very difficult to test something like this. We do have plans to make an example of one of the nations that doesn't agree to my offer, and that will be the test.
You said you were going to use this to close the rift.
No. Penhew.
Penhew was going to open the rift, but you said you were going to close the rift. And was it with one of these?
No. Closing the rift will be some rather pedantic sorcery that, frankly, doesn't interest me. The High Priest of the Deep Ones will be handling that.
So, but you could probably make more money if you just like took the weapon off of it and made a bunch of them so that people could just travel to wherever they wanted to really quickly.
Money is
like
not
a
what
car
interests
that
me.
goes everywhere. I mean, why wouldn't you want to like be in charge of that? Like the best like invention ever.
I have plenty of money. I mean, this was not inexpensive. I was bankrolling most of Penhew's crazy ideas. All to get him to build this for me. Because I had seen.
Am I really impressed?
So he was the brains behind building this.
Penhew was not the brains behind anything. He was too busy riding that stupid snake of his. Give a boy a...
I was like, did that take him all over the world? Because that was an awesome thing to do.
He was a boy with a toy. I'm a man with a plan.
Joan's a poet and she doesn't even know it.
Oh no, that was tortured. He's trying to be a poet.
I have to say, even though I know how great all of this is, I'm still every day just a little more impressed with myself.
Don't even make that psychology roll.
Yeah.
I mean,
do we have any idea of where the power source is? Like, I'm assuming he said below, right?
Do I have...
I mean, that's the more interesting thing. You're going to provide unlimited power for the world, correct?
The parts of the world that acquiesce.
Well, then you would consider those parts of the world that matter.
True.
So that's the important thing.
Oh, you want to see the power source? Well, as your friend pointed out, going too near to it is really not good for your health.
Ridley, don't do it. It hurts. It was very unpleasant.
Well, where is it then?
Oh, it's below us.
How do you manage it if you can't go near it?
Well, the good news is these babies, and he knocks on the back of one of the spiders, and it's like a weird hard noise. These little boys don't have any problem with it. And I believe some of you were involved with blowing up Penhugh's ridiculous boat. All he wanted was, he asked me if I could make it go faster. I mean, honestly, I give him a source of limitless power, and he asks if his boat can go faster.
To be fair, the boat blew up without our involvement. We were just there.
How it goes.
I believe you've seen it. Just blew up. We were there. Has been a running through line of all of your misadventures.
Yes, true. But this time we didn't poke anything that we weren't supposed to. We just stepped and then things blew up. It was a trap. It was set for us. We weren't involved in the actual blowing up.
Well, in any event, Penhugh's henchmen were some of the earliest converts from my Deep One friends. And they also are untroubled by the power source.
Interesting.
Taro is like trying to take pictures with his eyes and trying to memorize everything.
This is fascinating, honestly. Entirely beyond my pay grade, but interesting nonetheless.
It's really a magnificent plan. I'm very pleased with myself. Should we have dessert?
Dessert sounds wonderful.
He makes a fish roe custard that is really fantastic. A little salty.
Still not eating any of it. I proceed to tell him about plans and about how I think plans are great as well. Because, you make a plan, you're hopeful. Like, I take him through the stages of grief of Emma's plans. Like, there's a whole cycle of, you make a plan.
That should be the episode title, The Stages of Grief of Emma's Plan.
Emma's plans. I like it.
Usually it starts with half-baked plan, everything blows up.
And ends with, we have to find a new hotel.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
No, we have to find a new continent to go to.
Possibly.
Can't go back to that city.
Well, we haven't burned our way out of Tokyo yet.
Taro looks very uncomfortable at this point.
That's
I did not say that in character.
I thought about it.
Emma's distracting him with that.
Yes.
If I can indicate to the other two, like, we need a moment alone. We're not with one of the spider things around, though. I'll wait for an opportunity to try and be like, no, we need to.
Yeah, I have eyes on Hollister because I feel like the three of us or the four of us have reasonably good synergy with what we want to do.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, he is easily distracted by Emma's, he's like, let me tell you exactly why my plan is foolproof. And I use the word fool quite consciously here.
And then I just pepper him with, but what if this happens?
What if it blows up? What if it blows up?
I mean, what if I put my finger on it and then I accidentally do that? I mean, what happens if you trip? I mean,
yeah, and he's almost paternalistically like, well, here's why that wouldn't work.
Okay. Yeah, and when we get a chance,
yeah, you three kind of lag behind the
What do we do?
How desperate are we to end this now?
It's I mean, come on, his thing looks pretty bad from what he said, and
It's very
he
close.
doesn't lie. He's maybe exaggerates, but he doesn't lie.
I think it's very close to being done, and the closer it gets to being done, the closer it gets to someone being blown up.
Yeah.
Some country being blown up. So, desperate, maybe not. Expeditious. What do you want me to do?
I mean, if you have an idea, it's probably better than what I would offer.
I mean, my idea is stick him in the back and throw him in the lava.
As far as I know, only Alexandra has Alexandra and Emma are the only ones that have weapons.
And
I would have
Charles
brought my
sword.
Why would I not bring my gun with me?
Okay, yeah.
Did he say not to bring guns? Was this a no-gun dinner?
No, he didn't. Was this we can't use that.
You
But
can't use that, but it's
That's a good one.
amazing.
That's a good one.
I imagine that his confidence is so overweening that there's no way that he would be like, oh yeah, no, you can't bring weapons. I feel threatened by those.
Right.
Oh, no, yeah, he's
Right. He can't say that. He can't.
These guys tend to have magical means of protection. So
If there's
how
anything,
confident?
Joan, is there any way that you can disrupt a magical protection?
God, I don't have all of my notes and stuff here. It's like,
If you had to improvise,
I could do the ritual backwards
the transference.
for
sign.
yeah.
That was
It'll be the younger sign rather than the elder sign.
That was a long ritual. That won't work.
Maybe you could try your sucking energy thing.
From him.
Let us all be a little further back when you do that, please.
I may not make this one.
Yeah.
I may not come out of this one if you do that for everybody.
No, I would do it from him, not from you all.
Oh, sure, that always works.
Yeah.
I mean, well, no, Joan, you could pull him a little bit ahead. You're
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
a scientist.
Yeah.
Pull ahead, talk to him.
Yeah.
And pull. It might work.
So,
It's-
Joan, you know that you've
Yes.
never been able to like pinpoint who you're taking energy from.
Right, but if the rest of us are like 40 to 50 feet back, we might be out of the blast radius.
But there is also the right of transference where you go from one to one. So if I do that with the other one, maybe?
we
Who
don't
knows
have a
what
lot-
the right of transference would do in this case?
we
I'm
don't
gonna
have-
try it. We can't, I mean, he could throw me in the pit, but then
So what are you transferring to him?
bile.
Bile?
Are you gonna throw up?
Basically,
Oh, I'm interested.
How long? Just really quick. How long does my thing? I would assume it would take a bit of time to prepare.
Yes.
So if this happens, then that's off. Okay. I don't think I have a problem with that being off the table.
What are you thinking, Hollister?
he's keeping secrets from us again.
I can do something to one of you.
What?
I
Spit
could.
it out, Hollister.
You become a monster.
You could turn one of us into a monster. Is it permanent?
And it's very bad.
What kind of monster? We've seen a few.
He doesn't want to do it. Don't dangle stuff like that in front of us, sir. I'm gonna go up with Emma and them and see if I can.
So
See
the
if I can do
ritual of
something.
transference is not a like, you don't see me doing this.
Yeah.
I know.
I mean,
To put it in terms some might understand, VSM.
But maybe you could find somewhere private to start doing it.
I could ask about a restroom.
bless you.
Yeah, there's a restroom off of the when you get back to the dining room.
Yeah.
And I'll like when it goes off, let me know.
And he will interrupt Emma, and he'll be like, interestingly, this is one of only 3 restrooms in the entire complex. I'm really the only one that uses them.
Ew.
What about Yosef?
Don't think he needs it anymore.
He has a bucket.
Whatever happened to Kafur?
Well, yeah, good. It distract him.
He was the other one that got pushed through with Yusef. He was very far gone. And he was of some use, mainly in helping me understand the portals and helping me create my little portal friends. But the cost of them is quite high.
My little portal. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
So where do you keep Yusef and Silvano?
Well, Silvano's body is down below. His brain, as I've told you, is in outer space. Yusef really doesn't require sleep and pretty much exists to use his temporal magic.
But do you put him in a special room?
No.
He just hangs out in the dining room? Like, I don't understand what's happening.
He's where we need him. When we need for certain unstable elements to last longer than they will, he's down at the collider. When we need repairs or some sort of technical work on the rocket to take shorter, he's there.
Is that what you call that thing? A rocket?
Yes, I call it a rocket.
Are you sure I can't convince you to like put a couple seats in it and then like we take it for a ride?
It would kill whoever is in it.
Well, don't put the weapon part of it in there. Just whatever your little capstone thing is. Let's just,
It doesn't land. It's not an airplane.
Well, why can't you just make one of those? Except with a rocket.
Rocket plane.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Well, I have
they have those in the
seen
future?
in the future, I have seen rocket planes,
But those are fast.
and they unfortunately I can't bring back large items.
Oh, where's your Shakespeare phone?
I always have it with me.
May I? And then I just take it and start
Yeah,
laughing.
he'll
So I'm in there doing the thing. So do you need me to roll anything or? I'm going to take a while. Sorry, a little upset there.
So you are trying to, you're just gonna like send your stomach acid to him
With a right of transference so I can get focus on him. Yeah. And just a little bit so he gets a little
Easy.
wheezy. And then when I come out, I will drain him more. And then he'll be sick. And so he won't notice it.
Transferring all that baked salmon into his stomach.
The tuna and the octopus.
Oh, yeah.
And, yeah.
You should have taken a laxative and transferred it to it.
We didn't think to bring laxative. Wait, I might be able to help you with that.
You do have a medical kit.
Yeah, he's got a medical bag. If only you'd thought of this before.
Yeah.
All right.
You can knock on the door and go, do you need a laxative?
Can I?
All right. Yeah, make me a power roll.
16. Yes.
All right, that is very good. Yeah, you feel so you lose 4 magic points.
Okay.
And everybody, you all notice, like, all of a sudden Stanford goes,
Oh no.
Are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine.
Do you need to use one of your 3 bathrooms?
No,
Food
I'm
poisoning. Do you have food poisoning? Do we have food poisoning?
Thank
I
God I
told
didn't.
you
do
there's
that.
no poison here.
Was it the octopus?
No, I'm sure Franz is fine. I'm just something I ate didn't agree with me.
At that point, I'll come out.
All right.
Sorry, that took me a little while. Apologies.
Are you okay? Because he's not okay.
Yeah, just a little, feeling a little. So hope you're okay.
Yeah, I'm not feeling so great either. I'll be right back. To go use the restroom.
All right. Yeah.
I'm actually genuinely concerned right now about what I ate.
I know me too. Thank God I didn't eat any of it.
All right. Yeah. He seems to be like, he seems to be a little, he was a little green at the start, but he seems to be like, he has a glass of water and he's kind of doing a little better. Alexandra, what are you up to?
Oh, fuck.
Bless you.
It's Untitled.
Bless you. Yeah, I'm gonna aim toward the bathroom and just like start looking around. Anything that's interesting in the kitchen, anything that's interesting off in that direction.
So the bathroom is the opposite direction from the kitchen. He doesn't want to go in the kitchen.
Sorry, I was thinking of restaurants that I've worked in where the kitchen and the bathrooms are pretty close to each other.
No, he doesn't want any part of.
No, don't blame him. I guess my real question is, would I be able to come around from behind him if I'm coming in from the bathroom?
No, because so you come out of the dining room.
Mm-hmm.
There's the door to the kitchen, which is the kitchen is only connected to the dining room. There's the door to the hallway, and the bathroom is down the hallway to the left. So
Okay.
you'd be coming back in through the only door into the dining room.
Okay. Are there any other rooms down this hallway?
Yes, but there's also a deep one. So there's 3 doors on this one, and then there's a deep one standing where the hallway opens out into the volcano.
Okay. What are the other 3 rooms? I'm sorry.
They look like closets of some sort.
Okay. And is the deep one watching me?
Are you just going to start opening doors?
I mean, if the deep one isn't watching me, yes.
You don't know if he's watching you. He's just standing in the. He's about
Search for the restroom. Search for the
about
restroom.
100 feet away. Yeah,
Sure.
you.
Sure.
All right, so
I don't know where the restroom is. I'm going to start opening doors looking for it.
there is a sign that clearly says WC.
Clearly, I am exactly as stupid as Stanford thinks I am.
It's your house, so you got to label it.
So
Clearly.
the first door that you open, the bathroom is the middle door.
Mhm.
This door seems to be a cleaning room,
Okay.
and
Oh, did she find Silvano's body just draped in there?
no.
Or barring that, ammonia and bleach.
I'm sure there's bleach.
No, I'm kidding. I'm yeah.
But yeah, it seems to be mainly cleaning materials.
Okay.
The second one is the bathroom, which I guess you don't open.
I'm still for that.
And the third one is you open it and you are inside it's a wall of cans. There are just unlabeled cans. There's about 7 unlabeled cans on the wall on a shelf.
Like paint cans or
Yeah, they're about paint can sized.
okay. I'm curious, and that's dangerous, but I am curious. So are they open on the top, or are they?
Yeah, they are sealed.
Do they look like the sort of sealed where I could pry the top off?
No, there's no like opening. Make me a spot hidden roll.
Okay. 56, regular success.
All right, each of the as you go up and you like try and look at them, each of them is like almost socketed into this shelf. So the bottom is the bottom of the can like connects with this shelf.
Okay. Does it look like there's room for like leverage that I can like get up on tiptoes and look at it, or
It looks like you could maybe turn it and like pull it out.
this is a terrible idea. And I'll go ahead and do that with one of them. Just like turn it carefully to see what kind of give it has.
All right. So it turns about a half turn, and then it comes loose.
Okay.
And as soon as it comes loose, you hear just a person screaming. Ah!
Does it sound like any voice that I know?
No. I need water after that.
Just like thunk, turn it back into place.
All right. As soon as you click it back in, the sound stops. And then the deep one sticks his head in the closet and says, "You should not be in here."
I'm so sorry. I got lost looking for the water closet.
It's the one that says water closet.
I missed that completely. Thank you.
You are as dumb as Stanford said you are.
Well, he's the one who's going to rule the world, so probably.
Yes, His Majesty. And he closes the door and he waddles back.
You refer to your king by his last name? Goodness, no respect.
He is ignoring you as you go to the restroom. Taro will back in the room. Taro eats his dessert with aplomb. He has eaten everything, and once he's eaten, he says, "And so, Mr. Stanford, what is your offer to Japan?" "Oh, I've already communicated it to your emperor. All you have to do is swear fealty to me, and all of my knowledge will be yours." And negotiations are continuing, and I think going very promisingly. I look forward to working with you, Commander.
And Mr. Stanford, who else have you offered this to?
I think she just did the ritual of transference, Nick.
Okay.
When we got back here, that's what I was going to do it.
I have communicated with most of the other members, larger members of the League of Nations. I think they will require a demonstration.
I lean over and I'm just like, who's not in the League of Nations? I don't know.
And Emma gets a primer on the geopolitical situation of 1926.
Like, so who does that mean?
Did we start eating dessert?
Oh, yes. There is a lovely row. All right. So again, VSM, Professor Lamb. But I mean, you've gotten pretty good at at doing so.
And I'm far enough. I'm not sitting near him.
Okay. So yeah, make me a POW roll.
No, not this time.
Do we want to?
We can
got inspiration.
fire it. We've
Do we
got
want to
it.
reroll?
Yep,
Yeah,
reroll.
do a reroll.
Sweet. Sweet. 26. Yes.
Excellent.
All right.
So
Yeah.
got
So
it.
so you
Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh crap. I hate when he does that.
Me too.
Dan just fumbled.
Oh, good.
So you immediately gain 30 POW.
Whoa.
Cool.
And Stanford like goes white as a sheet. And he opens his mouth. And he's like, oh, oh, wow. And he like starts to like stagger up to leave.
Am I coming back anytime soon?
Is it the fish? Was it the fish?
Yeah, I'm like, just take my food and just keep pushing it.
Yeah, you will come down the hall as he like staggers to the door.
And I'll like reach out a hand. Are you all right?
No. Oh, I can't believe she did this to me.
What did she do?
I didn't see this coming.
And I'll like reach out and put a hand on his shoulder to like steady him.
Oh, why would she?
What did she do?
Oh. And he's gonna like he says, I have to go talk to someone, and he starts to like go down the hall.
Okay, I'm gonna fuck it. Yeah, I'm gonna let him get a little bit ahead of me, just like square my shoulders. All right, better now than never, and come up behind him, put a hand on his shoulder, and stab up. If
All right,
I can, stab him.
All right, so you put a hand on his shoulder and you bring the knife out, and as the knife goes towards him, the blade just starts to melt. He's like, "Oh, come on, leave me alone."
Can't do that. You know I can't do that. Is it turning into like molten metal?
I don't want to kill you. I have to go talk to someone.
Who are you talking to?
Oh God, you wouldn't want to know.
Yes, I do.
Oh, go away. This is the last time I'm going to tell you.
No.
Oh God. All right, fine. And he pulls out his whistle and he blows it.
Oh.
If it's Madam Lynn, I'm believing.
They'll hear all of us should have heard that.
No, as
No,
you
no,
recall,
it's-
The whistle was soundless. It's like a dog whistle.
Oh, gotcha.
I
gotcha,
assume
gotcha.
that we're all looking down the door at this.
Yeah. You've all leaned out.
But is the dagger like molten?
The dagger just ceases to be.
Oh, okay. Fun.
It's not. Just go away. And he's like still just trying. You're basically walking along with him with your hand on his shoulder.
Yep.
And he's like, "Look, I meant what I said. I'm not going to kill you." What just happened? But I think for your own safety, you need to get out of here.
As has been pointed out to me recently, I don't give much of a toss for my own safety.
And you see coming from deeper in the mountain. So he's walking away from the volcano part of it, deeper into the mountain. You see spiders coming scrambling up.
I'm keeping pace with Stanford as much as I can.
What are we doing?
They're about to turn a corner where you won't see them anymore.
Should we go?
The spiders or those two?
All of them.
What are we doing?
Let's go.
Going
Tara's
where?
like, I'm staying right here.
No, we
the
can't let her go
spiders-
by herself. I'm going.
Yeah, wherever the spiders are, I don't want to be. So if the spiders are coming at us, we need to get
The
out.
spiders are coming
going.
towards Alexandra and
I'm going.
Alexandria, what are you doing?
I'm going.
all right, Lamb is out the door
Yep.
and going after them.
Yep. I'm not going
Taro
to
is just sitting there, like sort of watching. You can almost see him like trying to figure out like what happened.
Mm-hmm. And if I say something to Hollister, Taro can hear, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna get to the door. I'm gonna get to the door and be like, Hollister, come here.
Yeah, I'll move with you.
Sure.
So as long as Taro can't hear us, I'm like, we need to disassemble whatever's happening downstairs so that Taro doesn't get it.
How are we dealing with the fishmen?
Right now, they're not a problem.
We're about to do something to directly make them a problem. And shouldn't we? We have no, okay.
I mean, what are our choices? Follow those two into probably where the bloated woman is.
I don't know. I think splitting up's a bad idea. And if we're going to turn this into a suicide mission, I hate to say it, but we should do it right.
By blowing stuff up. All right, let's go. Grab my sword. Let's do this.
All right, so you two are going to the left
Following.
towards the volcano. Is that?
I guess.
All right, so Lamb and Alexandra going to the right, you two going to the left. All right, so you two going to the left, you will get out. There's the deep one at the door is kind of not, he's just sort of standing there for now. But you see coming up the actual wall of the volcano is just a mass of these spiders. Just this horrible undulating mass of spiders, like skittering up the wall towards you.
I mean, obviously, I'm not going to be in their way.
They seem to be going down the hallway. Like they seem to be.
We saw him blow the whistle.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, unless you want to try.
You like step aside, and a bunch of them,
stop
a bunch of the spiders will head down unless you're going to do anything. And you'll start making your way down. All right. Joan, you have made it up. You see that Alexandra has her arm on Stanford and is kind of like keeping pace with him. He is clearly shaken. He's like pale and he's hunched over. He's in bad shape. He and Alexandra are having a conversation that you can't quite hear until you get up there, and you see about a half dozen spiders are coming right towards Alexandra. He says, and you hear him say, "Look, he said I wasn't going to kill you. Just go through the portal and you'll be fine. You'll be safe. If this is what I think it is, you don't want to be here."
Where does the portal lead?
It'll take you back to Tokyo. And he looks at two of the spiders and he makes a symbol with his hands, and the two spiders both link and become a portal.
I never thought I'd say this. I do appreciate it, but no.
Oh. How did I not see this coming? And blood starts to pour out of his mouth. Like more blood than you really think should be
In a human.
in a human. just starts to like waterfall out of his mouth.
I'm gonna step back a step and watch this.
And at that point, you all hear a very familiar voice. And that's where we're going to end tonight.
What?
Excellent.
I wasn't quite ready for this to happen, but it's going to happen. The denouement is nigh, my friends. This is things have been accelerated. So thank you again so much for the crazy amount of bits, for the subscriptions. Congratulations to who won? Oh no, Squeal. Congratulations to Squeal. Let us know if you want the coloring book. It's great for kids.
It really isn't.
Or the Gale Force 9 deck. Don't forget Monday. It is Dragon of Icespire Peak, singular, only one dragon. Because really, why do you need more? Tuesday, it's the Chaos Agents. That's plural because you need lots of chaos. And then Saturday, Rime of the Frost Maiden. Is that plural or singular? Is it Frost Maidens or Maiden?
No, Frost Maiden.
Singular.
Really? You know, what is a rhyme what you call a group of maidens? I don't know.
No, a rhyme is like that really hardened frost that you get on things.
I know what but I'm like, what do you call a group of maidens? Is it a clutch? A murder?
Yes.
A gossip.
Gossip.
So Monday, it's Saturday early Rime of the Frost Maiden. Oh wait, are they off this? They have some days off coming up.
Oh, I think I remember something about that, but I don't.
I think they said it on their broadcast. They're probably playing on Saturday. Not sure.
I'll play on Saturday.
We are definitely here on Saturday. So I'm just going to lay out the plan. We will have, whenever the final episode is, might be next week, might not, who knows. We will then have a whole episode that's just Q&A and thanking the fans and talking about the module and all of that. And that'll be the season finale of season 1 of the Great Dane Society. And that will happen before the year is out. That much I know. If it ends early, we might do some sort of little holiday fun one shot or something. We have all sorts of stuff figured out, but our story could be heading towards something of an ending fairly soon, based on what happened tonight. The quotes from this. I'm going to quote this my own way. Trauma in all directions. I like that one. The cottage got him. This life isn't for everyone. I could have an island. The stages of grief of Emma's plans, which is now officially the title of the next episode, I think. Then is it? And was this a no-gun dinner? Which I really want to be the title, but I just don't think YouTube would love that. Yeah. The stages of grief of Emma's plans will be the next one. I think I hit, don't forget our Patreon, our Discord. Our Discord has all sorts of fabulous stuff. We've got a great community there. You can see, that's right, season 2 of the Great Dane Society coming in January. It's going to be the same.
It's a guns dinner. The whole thing.
Yeah, that will be a guns dinner. That is for sure. It'll be the same shenanigans in a whole different look. I'm very, very excited about that. And and maybe some new faces, or I'm getting some work done over the break, so I don't think we have that kind of time. We're not taking that kind of break.
It's not 6 months, Ezra.
Yeah, that's right. It's going to take more than that. It's going to take more than beauty sleep. Thank you again so much to our community. You guys who are here every week with us really make my day. I needed a little pick me up after some of the stuff that's gone on this week, and tonight gave it to me. I was not expecting poor Carl Stanford to die so quickly.
He invited us to dinner.
What do you expect? Duh. Nobody let me bring explosives, so something had to happen.
Somebody's
you
gonna die.
guys did what you always do. How could I not see that in the future? I'm so omniscient.
I'm not omniscient. I make no
Neither
mistake
is
about it.
he, as much as he might like to think so.
I think I actually have a working theory that everything he saw was in the world that Emma didn't destroy. That was my sort of,
Ooh.
because he's not a constant. So I was thinking there was some, I don't know.
Sure.
So yeah, I guess there's nothing else to say, but goodbye, internet friends.